dfcradio.com.
Talking about the Heavy T Road Show. Knowing someone better than your show. And everybody knowing this whole show. Yeah. Talking about the Heavy T Road Show.
Previously on Heavy T's Grow Show.
Yeah, well, the new low in memes is 4,000. So it's getting up there, and then real life we're still at 2.
All right. Well, keep it strong at 2.
Yeah. If you're trying to
why's your back
move,
so sweaty?
that's because it's really hot in here.
degrees in here, dude.
That's like abnormally sweaty.
That's just how it is.
Because
Well,
he's being asked
but your
questions.
hands aren't
He's
sweaty.
nervous.
But we can talk about that too.
Why are your hands not sweaty?
Because my hands used to be really sweaty,
Uh-huh.
and then I had a surgery where you make it so your hands can't sweat anymore.
How? What? What do you mean?
He's not even lying right now.
Yeah, or something.
So they cut the nerve like somewhere here, and then
your
like
chest?
so now armpits, arms, and head, hands aren't gonna
Oh,
sweat.
don't sweat.
So you don't sweat out your head either? Just
No,
your
so
back.
his back and
So
his
other people
chest and like his
will get the
legs
same
and
surgery
feet.
who like really sweat on their head all the time. They could get the same shit. They just go in there and they clip the little shit. And
Do you
then
have
they
like
don't sweat.
abnormally sweaty huevos? Dave Michael in Missouri, what's going on?
Not much. How you doing? Been a long time.
It is, man. How you been? You moved all the way out to Missouri?
Moved to Missouri. Grandkids. We retired. I'm right.
CO2 is CO2, and I don't know what the medical grade would have any difference over anything.
They use the same CO2 in sodas that they use.
I can tell you, if you want medical grade CO2, go to greenpadco2.com.
There
Check
you
all
go.
those out, Dave. And I've seen it time and time again where people spend a buttload of money either on genetics and equipment or one or the other, and then they just don't know how to control their environment, and they're fucked. I mean, some of the trim crews hate when they get all the trellis in it, but fuck them. I'll call ice on their asses.
Yeah.
They'll give right back to
That's
Vietnam.
their job.
Speaking of Boof, Chef, did you see that the cheese wheels? The cheese wheels. You mad dog? Here's a cape. Now you Superman. No, the cheese wheels. There's a shortage of cheese wheels. Or the prices going up? Did you see this?
All I'm saying is, if you think that's a coincidence, and
They're
I
on
come
demand.
out with the cheese wheel the same year.
Proof meme set prices.
I'm just saying. it's
Chef's
the
been
proof.
buying all the wheels.
No, once people heard the cheese
Hey.
wheel song and they started researching it and they realized that it's a commodity to have the cheese wheel.
I shit you not.
That's why I use Mission Fertilizer, and I get all my soil from bulksoil.com. That's right. Rolling trucks up and down the coast as we speak. It's an Indian summer here in California, so make sure you get your bulk soil from bulksoil.com. Tell them Mitch Davis sent you. Say, here's the deal. Mitch Davis sent me, and he said free shipping on all my bulksoil.com to the Sanctuary Soil Facility and nowhere else. No free shipping. No free shipping.
Hey, there you go. None.
Yeah, they need to use stem cell research to cure baldness.
Any
That's at
day
the
now.
forefront of what needs to be done in the world. Full of it. Plus, you know what you're getting. When you're popping seeds from autoflower, you don't always know what you're going to get. So you may grow some fire once, expect that you're going to have the same thing, and it just doesn't happen the next time when you get different seeds, right? Seeds are a representation of the genetic code from the parents.
Yeah, what happens when you pop another autoflower because you had one that was fucking super fat and chunky, and you throw another one out and it goes up 8 inches, starts acting all weird, starts flowering, and you get 2 golf ball sized nugs, and now you got to start all over and go another couple months with nothing.
Yeah,
It's just like having kids. The more you have, the riskier it is. Off that same,
True story. I'm bald. I'm bald, dark, and fat. My brother is skinny, blonde hair, blue eyed, and has a full head of hair, and we have the same.
Well, that's
parents.
between your parents.
But we have the same parents.
That's a death
that's a holiday conversation.
Shut up, Dr. Baumgartner. Oh man, the English language is a complicated language. All right, I'm just saying my balusters are definitely under warranty. Can I bring them back? Your baluster cannot be brought back. We did not sell you your baluster.
Selling railings now?
I had a quick question for you guys.
Go for it.
Still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
You have us fascinated.
That was a quick question.
Next caller.
You still there? when you
Give it
finally
to
realize
himself.
that you shouldn't be doing DWC and you decide to go to soil or cocoa, call us back and we'll hook you up.
We will.
Come to Death Row. Hey, Google it saying.
And these right here are piles of redwood aging right there.
Wow.
Composting and aging. Those are those are 10,000 yard piles. So
Redwood, isn't that like a protected species?
protected species.
Yeah, of tree.
No.
Redwoods aren't.
No, we got redwood sawmills all over the northern half of the
Yeah,
state.
we be cutting down
Damn.
redwoods left
Just
and
cut
right.
'em all
Have you
down,
been up
huh?
there? I mean, there's a lot of them.
Horty hasn't left his building, his house, except
So
to
if you
come
check
here on
out-
Wednesdays for
Yeah.
like 6 months.
If you have hate in your heart, you call in.
If you have hate in your heart, what's up with your vibe, bro? I'm just trying to be positive. It's working for me.
Yeah, bro.
The fall sun, the harvest, the sun that comes up at the end of the summer when the days get shorter, the actual like color kind of changes more to a red spectrum, and that helps the plants. So we're trying to replicate the nature, right?
It triggers the responses in the plant that you're wanting to see. That's what
Right.
enhances those natural characteristics and pulls out those traits that you're wanting.
What triggers you, Chef?
God.
Cheese whiz.
Superman memes, super
Yeah.
mad memes.
Chin strap
Evidently.
beard songs.
Me,
fucking
Heavy straps. Heavy
That
T.
was a good one right there. He's
This
solid.
When you say I'm from Ohio and I'm really from Indiana,
Right.
Oakland, bitch.
Yeah.
that's another story. This is my real hair, I swear to God. Here's the deal. This is not a toupee. Yeah, right. Not Hydro Chef, but Dr. Baumgartner is probably the only one living high on the hog, and he's on the verge of a mental breakdown, obviously.
The verge. But you know what?
Xanax-induced.
He doesn't have sweaty palms though.
So
He's not nervous about it.
his
Cool as a
Xanaxes don't melt
cucumber.
in his hands anymore. M&M's, my friend.
That's the type of surgery you would get if you're a poker player, because you stay nice and cool, you don't sweat on your forehead, but you're always sweaty down low. Let's do a grand prize question.
All right.
What do you say, Horty Chris?
Sure. The grand prize question
Put a bow
is,
on this bitch.
The grand
Do it.
prize question is,
Who is Horty Chris? And
who has the largest worm casting farm
Organic.
in North America?
Organic worm.
What
ca-
company
Organic.
has the largest
Organic.
organic
There you go.
I knew
Worm
this when I came in
casting.
here.
farm in the U.S.?
All right.
Celebrate.
Sorry, Chef. Don't salmonella me.
I will poison you.
No, I know you will. You know, Chef wouldn't drink
The whiskey, yeah.
He was convinced that we were going to try to like drop
said
MDMA
he
on him. or
thought-
It
something.
wasn't MDMA. I was convinced that it was going to be a
Ecstasy.
date rape drug
He thought it was
with these
ecstasy.
guys.
Hold on.
Sanctuary soil.
Sanctuary
Bingo.
soil. Is that correct, Omente?
That falls right in line.
All right,
correct.
then. You
You
won,
know, you
Zeus.
do that.
Yeah, go ahead, Horty. Give me a soundbite.
Hey,
Hey, fool. You there?
hey,
What's good?
Zeus.
Hey, fool.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy Tea Grow Show.
Yeah, dig.
Yeah,
All right,
dig.
thanks for calling in, brother.
Pretty
Hey,
much.
and thanks to @Upstate Grower
Yeah.
on IG for editing
Recap.
and making the recap happen. Also, the parody songs, they're awesome.
Yeah.
We
Play
will be.
LED.
Are we going to be here next week? It's the day before Halloween.
Are we dressing up next week?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I guess we gotta be
might
here.
come
then.
back
Coming
for that.
in with the fucking
Caesar salads, the new low. I think it might come in as the Baumgartner. We don't know. We will be back.
I'm
So
doing
You can't bring
Enron
those
again.
sweaty palms in and be.
other than that, we out. Oh yeah, sweaty shirts, Caesar salads, new low. Yep. Chihuahuas. Crazy wives. I'm bringing them all.
People, are you ready? Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Don't worry about the president. He can't stop us now. He can't
Yo,
stop
yo,
us now.
yo. What is? Welcome, Heavy T's Grow Show right here on the one and only DFZRadio.com. Everyone's watching on YouTube, Ustream, listening at the DFZ Radio app in your garden.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're listening.
If not, you better download it right now.
You know, they're probably not listening because everyone's lost power in California. They're trying to conserve their phone battery.
What?
Yeah, the more they listen to Heavy T Grow Show on our app, the less battery they have and the less beef time they have to attack new seed companies.
Because once they listen, they can't stop.
On IG over there. Talking about new seed companies, actually it's not a seed company, it's a novelty company. Our guest tonight, we have Coco Ninja 562. It was put together by our main man, Dr. Baumgartner. Who is this Coco Ninja?
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name's Coco Ninja 562. I've been collaborating with him. He's got a call in, and I'm going to interview him today.
And what are we talking to him about?
He's got a call, tell us about all his strandivires he's got with his seed company. Well, his novelty company. It's not a seed company. And
are you getting a cut of this? Because I need to be cut in on this if you're getting a cut.
There's a partnership.
There's a partnership of what? Where is my cut? That's all I need to know.
Well, we'll have to talk to Coco Ninja about that.
Okay.
I don't even know if I'm ever really going to get my cut from him.
And according to you, that we have to call him Turtle while he's on the air?
Yeah, that's his nickname, Turtle.
Okay. Nobody listens to Turtle.
We got him on hold right now.
It's a long distance call.
This guy says Mike from Oklahoma is the only guy on hold right now. Everyone's watching the Houston Astros and the Nationals. You better go over and tell your homeboys, stop watching the World Series. We got Coco Ninja 562 coming on the air.
And go ahead and kill your phone battery to listen to the show. The power's got to come back on. They can't leave it off forever.
How about this? We trolled the Hydro Chef so hard last week, convincing him we were going to dress up. He's the only motherfucker that dressed up. He dressed up as
Sour Waves.
Thor Lebowski, man. I'm the dude.
You're the Thor Lebowski.
I'm the dude. That's just like your opinion, man.
You like dressing up, don't you?
That's just in a costume too.
Playing make believe.
Not a bad way to be not yourself.
I like it. I do the show every Wednesday not to be myself.
He brought multiple costumes.
I've been known to attend sporting events dressed up also.
Oh, did you actually go dressed up to this last 49er game?
I didn't just go there.
He dressed as a handicap
made an
person
ass
so he could sit in the handicap section.
Of yourself and all 49er fans everywhere.
Did you?
It's embarrassing.
Did you trade some of your season tickets to the Browns for season tickets to the 49ers? One game?
Yep, one game that wasn't against an Ohio team.
There we are. Hey, but anyways, we are here to talk grow, and we do have Coco Ninja calling in. I guess he is a master of the arts of growing in cocoa as well.
Yeah.
So is he going to be talking grow?
Yeah, we could ask him about grow. I was just going to ask him like what strand of
Why don't
bars
you wait
he's
till
got.
you interview him before you start giving the audience a question?
No, I'm just saying.
Don't do interviewing too good yet.
I'm not interviewing him now. I'm just saying. The guy's
already.
He's not here, so of course you're not.
Yeah, but he's been growing for like 20 years, 20 plus years. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, dang, he knows it all. Then I actually have some of his seeds here. It says Hash Bar OG, and by the way, can he buy a smaller label for his fucking seed package? I bet he sent one of his minions to get these and they got the wrong label size.
Cheap bastard.
It says Hash Bar OG.
Vivid story.
Is that Jerome's cut times BMC cut?
Yeah, so we've been in collaboration. I gave him the BMC cut.
And it says flower 60 to 70 days. And in quotes, it says whop your jaw guarantee.
Yeah, it's guaranteed to whop your jaw.
Oh my God, I can't wait to hear about it. Well, we'll find out more about the cuts and Hash Bar OG and all of that, and the actual where it came from, and actually how it came into everyone's hands here in Long Beach, because everyone has it. A day late and a dollar short and getting the seeds out. Coco Ninja guy, but we'll find out for sure. Right now we have Mike from Oklahoma calling in. Mike.
Hi guys.
Hello, Michael. How are you?
Hello.
Yo.
I'm fine, and y'all?
Another day, another dollar. What's going on tonight?
Oh, not a whole lot. Sitting here watching the Nationals and the other team they're playing.
What's the score? What's the score?
1 zip, Houston. Bottom of the fifth.
Excitement guarantee.
Excuse me, top of the fifth.
There we go. Thanks for the update.
Okay.
What's your question, though?
Okay. We're doing the current culture undercurrent system.
Undercut.
And I want to put a reservoir, a water reservoir on the side, to keep it at the right level, water/levels in it. So the reservoir that is on the side, straight water, or should I mix nutrients so that it will continue to add fresh nutrients to the system?
Nutrients.
Well, let's find out. Are you actually doing a complete flush of your system every week where you're changing all the water, or are you trying to look at a continuous where you never have to change the water?
I want to do continuous.
Then, yeah, you're going to have to add nutrients, and it's going to have to be basically figured out on the absorption level of what you're giving it. So in that circumstance, for the most part, you only put the base nutrients in there, and when you reach a certain threshold that you're going to determine that you'll add the additives back in. In that circumstance for continuous, Michael, I would really look at something like a doser. Blue Lab has an awesome doser that's inexpensive that you can use 3 parts, including a pH, and get it going. So you can use an A and a B and a bloom stimulator or a root stimulator or enzyme, a root cleaner, something like that. But use a doser that goes off of your ppm, and as it injects each gallon or each liter, it gives it a certain amount of nutrient to it, rather than just mixing in an empty water tank with a float valve and arbitrarily dosing or giving your plants however much nutrient is in there that's settled, that's either being agitated or not with pH fluctuation and all of those bad things that could be happening, or the not necessarily bad. I don't mean it that way. It's less control. And Horty, we're growing hydroponically in a DWC system or a undercurrent system, which is a recirculating DWC, deep water culture, kind of hybrid flow and grow system that we're growing in that to have complete control. So why give that away? Where we're just arbitrarily having a fill tank. Would you do that?
The problem with having the fill tank, like a reservoir hooked up to it with, like, say, a float valve, so that when it goes down, it automatically fills it up, is there's a couple different things to it that aren't advantageous. One of them is the reservoir that you mix up with the nutrients at the strength that you have now, that you're going to connect to the little reservoir that's on the current culture, is going to also need to be chilled, because it's going to get warm if you don't have a chiller on it. I would say if you need a bigger reservoir than the one that comes on the current culture, look at getting a reservoir that you can take the rubber fittings out of the current culture reservoir and connect them to that, so that you have a larger reservoir. But at the same time, you're going to be in there, or you should be in there every day checking on that system, because it's so fickle and you could have so many potential problems pop up that you're unaware of, that what's the big deal to just mix up extra water and top the thing off every other day or so. Like
I agree. The mixing of the extra water without the nutrient is not going to be that more of a cost. I would still recommend to a grower in an undercurrent system to do a complete dump of the water that's left in your undercurrent system once a week, and reestablish the correct amount of nutrients, the correct amount of additives. If you want to emphasize phosphorus, nitrogen, maybe add a little bit more CalMag in certain aspects and certain ranges and windows. Doing that on a weekly basis, giving you that much more control. And so that's what I'm saying, Mike. If you just have a reservoir and you're like, I'm never going to dump it, water is used by the plant in different rates than the actual salts. There is evaporation that occurs where the water evaporates more than the salts evaporate. So you start getting different concentrations of nutrient in your recirculating system, where if you're not precisely dosing those and giving the plants exactly what they should be on a EC schedule, you're guessing basically what has been absorbed, what has been concentrated, and you're going to run into problems. Dumping it once a week, even if it's a small amount of nutrient left, because all you're going to put in your overfill reservoir or your refill reservoir is plain water, and maybe like a half strength A and B that you normally give it, so you make sure you don't become deficient in your macro and secondary macronutrients. That's how I would do it. And really, it's just because you're a guessing game without an analysis of what's actually in your reservoir each and every time.
Yeah, anytime you're going to top off a reservoir, especially in like a current culture, you're going to also want to be measuring your EC and your PCH. Or your PCH.
Your PCH?
Your PCH.
Oh, the Pacific Coast Highway.
Of your Strandivars. See, because if you don't know the PCH of your Strandivars,
did you just smoke some of the Cocoa Ninja stuff?
Yeah, brought
He'll
up.
whopped his jaw.
And now you're sterile because it has
But
seeds
you're
in
you're
it?
gonna want to top it off with maybe full strength nutrient. But if you set your EC at 1.5, and then after 3 or 4 days of your fresh nutrient, you see the water level going down and your EC has climbed, then you're not going to want to add 1.5 to it. You might add 1.2.
But you see that EC climb, but you don't know what it represents.
Right, but
Because, yeah, man,
but that's why you're still going to add
yeah.
newts. But I'm saying if you put it at, if you set it up at 1.5 and 3 days later it's at 1.9 and you add more 1.5 to it, then it's going to go up. It's going to keep going up because you may be over fertilizing. Like when
You're reigniting my Bell's palsy.
from running my NFT systems, I found that when you have your EC dialed in perfectly, the amount of water and the amount of nutrients the plants will use from the reservoir will
Is
almost
unequal.
it won't rise or lower. If you see the EC dropping, then the plants probably need a little more food. So if I was you, like he said, at least weekly, you're going to want to just empty out all of the old solution and put new in. You're not going to want to, if you go like with a transition to bloom, and then you want to, after 2 weeks, you're going to go to a full bloom nutrient, but you can only put 5 gallons in the reservoir. That's not good. You need to get rid of the old shit that's in there.
Yeah, you
So
need to get rid of the old host and get some new hosts in
I
there.
wouldn't worry about having a top-off reservoir for it unless it's a really large system and it's drinking tons of water.
Unless it's
You
going
may-
dry, where
you may
your
want
plants are
to
getting dehydrated, where it's not.
use a bigger main reservoir, because doesn't it have a main bucket that connects to all the other buckets?
And we know it is completely sealed, so you have humidity within the buckets. Where if normally you have maybe a 2 to 4 inch air gap on your plants, where water level to the top when it's completely full, if that goes down 2 or 3 inches and there's still root that's submerged, enough humidity is in that contained system that it's going to keep the root alive.
Yeah, the roots will pull the water up.
So,
from
but
below.
you do want to make sure that it doesn't go completely dry, because those systems, will suck up water like that, where all of a sudden you thought it was all gravy, and boom, it goes dry. Dutch Master, you're over there. It's the new generation co-host over here, Dutch Master.
Yeah.
On loan from the Plug Gaming.
Right.
What do you say? What say you, Dutch Master?
I'm a fan. I honestly, it's more expensive.
idea.
It's not as cost effective or resourceful, but just dumping the res and starting fresh is that's what I always do, and it's always been good. That way it keeps bacteria down. You do start with fresh nutrients. The plants get fresh delivered nutrients, just how you're supposed to. You're pushing that cutting edge of hydroponics, like that's kind of
Controlled,
the point.
completely
exactly.
controlled,
So-
without having to buy an expensive doser.
Right, and then complicating. Honestly, it was just a series of complications. Adding that lung reservoir is just a series of complications, and then you have to be taught this and that. When really just stick to. It seems foolish when you're like, oh, I'm throwing out newts, but what we're telling you is that your newts are being used, and you're trying to replenish them.
And you don't have to.
So just go about it.
And
fresh.
you don't have to
clean
throw
slate.
down,
Yeah.
You don't have to throw them down the drain.
Right.
Like take them and repurpose them, like Black Market Cultivators does. You put it on your mom's garden that you live with.
And so everything's recyclable.
Yeah.
He just throws the jab. Throws the jab. There's the jab.
Tell me more about your mom's garden.
At
what
her
we're
house
saying
that you
is
live.
Just go ahead and do a complete system dump once a week,
Yes, sir.
and
Except in veg. Fuck veg. Just give it like the roots and A and B and go hard. Go hard.
And just top it off during the week. And when you top it off, check your EC first. If the water level's low and your target EC is whatever it is, 1.2, and you set it, if you fill it up and it's at 1.2 and the reservoir's full, and 2 or 3 days later the water level's getting low and you need to add more water, check the EC. If you still want it to be 1.2 and it's showing at 1.0, then add
A and B.
some.
Just A and B, no additives.
Right. Or even if you do add additives, do like half strength of the additives but make the EC a little bit higher than 1.2 because the plants are eating the food. So make it like 1.3 and then dump that into what you've got in the tank to raise the level back up. Now, if you set it at 1.2 and after 3 days it's at 1.5 and your water level's low, then don't add 1.3 again. Add like 1.0 to get it back to where you want it to be, but with base nutrients in it. And just you're going to have to top it off every few days, and that's just part of using a system like that.
And adjusting your pH because every time the plants eat, the nutrients and the pH is going to change.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, injecting air into your system can change the pH. Like it's just
Right,
you
if
can do all
you're
kinds of
bubbling
stuff.
the air too
Right.
hard in those pots, it'll
Right.
it'll affect the
Yeah.
pH. You might even look into one of those Blue Lab meters that will adjust your pH automatically, and then just keep your eye on water levels and top the tank off as you need to.
And
I mean, that's another
Go ahead.
That's just another thing is that
For
you
sure.
know you're going with some deep water culture system. It's a very complex system and it requires a lot of maintenance. It's not. You don't see really, really, really big commercial people running multiple like systems like that very regularly.
There are knowns and unknowns.
There are
man.
people who do it, but they're usually friends with the owner of the company, and that's a whole nother topic, you know. So
Yeah, it's like when Dr. Duff would motorboat his wife's meat curtains too hard, and she would come up with too much excess oxygen.
okay. Well, you know, from what I gathered, like in my DWC system, I've read and got to learn that with the undercurrent, you do not have to run high EC number.
No,
right,
and-
you do.
to get
It does.
that same-
And that's true in all hydroponic systems. You do not have to try to force feed the nutrient if you have optimal pH levels, a nice healthy root zone, plenty of oxygen available. You do not have to run as high a content of parts per million or electrical conductivity, your EC, because the plant will utilize what's there more efficiently.
Due to all the oxygen in the system and the exposure of the roots to the solution directly like that, you're right. You probably will see nutrient burn if you ran the same EC that you would in like a cocoa medium. So I think they say they run like up to 30% less nutrients.
I was just going to say that.
About 30% less in an undercurrent system, but you still need to keep an eye on it, and you're still going to need to adjust the pH and top the thing off.
Yeah, and use that EC as your markers, your benchmarks, like I say so often over the last 10 years on this show. More than anything, the best utility, the best tool that we have in our garden is our power of observation, and you'll know if you're overfeeding the plant. The color of the leaf will tell you. The edges of the leaf will determine certain things. You can tell if there's a pH fluctuation of a minute amount, like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Once you know the strain you have, the environment you have, the same nutrients, you can pick up what's going wrong just by looking at the plant. And that's experience that gives you that. Yeah, you should have the meters. You should be keeping track, keeping your grow journal of what is going on, what your EC is, your pH, temperatures, humidity, all of those things, any type of adverse effects, deformities that you have on the plant, on the leaf tissue, you want to document it. But then you go down the line, and those are just your guideposts of, hey, I want to replicate what I was doing last time. If this is what's happening. But more than anything, when you're looking at the plant, trust your instincts, brother. Like growing, farming, all of those, there's a lot of instinctual aspects of it that we see in the new cannabis, the legal cannabis market. Motherfuckers trying to replicate it because they got, 10 zeros behind the first number in their bank account, and they think that they're gonna grow the best fire. Well, you know what happens? They don't grow it because they think they can buy the experience, which you can't. The only way you're going to learn to grow the fire is by doing it. All right? Read your books. Go on your forums. Listen to Heavy Tea Grow Show. Mike, you know this, and I've said this to you personally because you've been a duff-free soldier for fucking well over 6 years, I believe.
Well, yeah, buddy.
And you know straight up, I've told you, like, hey, you shit the bed before, and you learn from your mistakes, and you're...
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you walked. And barely walking with your broken ass bag, no shame in that. But you were doing your thing with your soil and whatnot, and now you moved up to doing an undercurrent system, understanding how it works, you're going to have a lot of a success. Just lean on your experience more than what everything is telling you as far as your EC and everything. You'll know.
Yeah, well, this is one of the reasons that the money man came to me. He said, hey, I've seen your work. I know your product. You got their experience. And I was doing all of this with Walmart stuff. Not pushing Walmart.
Damn, sucker.
So let's go commercial and let's do this thing and see what we can do.
That's right.
So,
and I'm
you're
glad.
right. It all boils down to experience and knowing, letting your mind and your eyes tell you what those girls like or don't like. And the reason I'm asking about this is something new to me that I'm going to try to learn with this first grow. These are little questions that have popped up in my mind on, like the reservoir. Do I just feed it straight water?
All right.
Or do I
all right. Well,
mix it,
we answered
so
all that. In veg, do an every 2-week dump and mix in 3/4 to full strength of your A and B base in your overflow reservoir in your lung. In your fill reservoir that's gonna fill, and make sure you pH adjust it. Keep an eye on the pH or get a pH doser. In your bloom, you can have a fill reservoir, right, to make sure that you don't go dry. But in there, put about half strength of your A and B that you're using and dump everything and mix it fresh once a week.
Okay.
Just do it right.
Will do.
Just do it right.
Listen up.
All right, my man. I'm gonna
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna send you some Purpinator to use in there. It's from the makers of Turpinator and Garden Spray, Rhizoflora, making it happen. If you missed the interview with the Purpinator people, they were here at the end of September. You can download that or go visit our on-demand section and learn all about the Purpinator. Mike, I appreciate you calling in from Oklahoma, man. Keep growing big and get bigger and bigger, and maybe someday I'll work for you.
No, I really want to work for you guys.
Are you worthy?
Dr. Duffman.
I would like to be sitting at your table one day.
Someday you get over here.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll
hey, if this one come off like we're planning, I will be there. I can afford the round trip airline ticket that my heavy tea friends said they were going to hook me up with one day.
Oh.
Hey, you know what this is, Mike? My paycheck says that I'm good, but my bills say, hey, put 10 more lights up. 562-653-0707. We're going to come back here. We got our first break, but we're coming back with, who is it? Black Market?
Our interview with Coco Ninja 562.
Coco Ninja 562. Mm-hmm. You thought you knew about Coco. You thought you knew about Strandivars.
You had no idea.
You're going to learn more tonight from Coco Ninja, coming up live on GFZ Radio right after these messages. Yeah, dig. Just chicken put my booty in the ground.
7-7 L code, riding down the west coast. Candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby. The Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans. Get with the program, call me the drone man, the hydros potens. Got your eyes low, lower than the ocean. Just west coasting through the coast with the potion and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the west coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie.
wage, cruising through these Cali streets, smoking on this OG. Cash rules everything around me, I need more cream. West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast. Burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family or cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in the pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2,
as the world keeps spinning like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast. Just let it roll. Who doesn't love to see a 6-4 hop down the block, banging Easy E and Pac? Motherfuck the cops. I drove in my ride, but I ain't even tripping. It's another summer night and about to get the dipping. It's California A, got some beautiful women. Gotta see it for yourself, it's such a beautiful vision. Palm trees, palm weed, won't you ride with me? West Coast in, floating through these Cali streets. Cruising down the boulevard in the late night. Sunset to the daylight, we take flight. Lights, camera, action, fast cars and jewelry. Models and groupies, we film in a movie. It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? Latin girls, Asians, black girls, Jamaicans, white girls, they all on vacation. Pop another bottle, yeah, we buy 'em by the case, and we spitting big faces. California, 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 yeah, the Cali of LA. California, California,
You are listening to the Heavy T Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
Hey, I'm in the zone. Dude, this shit is awesome.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
That's Horty's Pimpin' 101.
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plant Tech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
DFCRadio.com. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high. Big split smoker, don't need no roller, so roll my doja, I can first show ya. Big stage odor, Christmas cola, sticky as the growers. We gon' teach more up, we gon' see more bud. Pockets on forest, yeah they cheer for us, cause we got more of what they want in store plus. If I can't fly, I'ma puff till I soar up. Good day for 'em. The way I run these trees, you could say I run forest. Yeah, I run for it, run toward it. Haters can't ignore it. All that ladies love it. It's so euphoric, they so blatantly adore. Bumping all the contests, we're cruising to the night. Like that cut from DJ Quick, cause it's going down tonight. Just sliding at the split so I can hit it while I ride. And shorty looking swift, I'ma hit it while I drive. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high.
Fire up another split. Take a hit, show life I'm fucking with. And I'd be lying if I said my life is perfect. I'm hurting inside enough for me to catch a birdie. Lungs turning black smoke till my chest is burning. Can't hold back, I'm high till the morning. We brew money, it's the only thing that levels me. You can call it remedy, but never gets the best of me. Twist to get it lifted while I'm shipping to the bitches. Got me feeling like the riches, I'm on it, so get with it. Flipping on that killing soul, smoking with it privilege. Take it high, then the gifted, so don't mind if I'm tripping. Gotta keep my hustle up, so I smoke the top shelf. If your lungs ain't strong enough, smoke with somebody else. I need that good, burning like wood should. I could wood, burning like good wood should. So high, can't touch the ground. Look at me, I'm Superman. I wanna go up, light the blunt, light it up and have so much fun. So high, can't touch the ground. Look at me, I'm Superman. I wanna go up, light the blunt, light it up and have so much fun.
We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Heavy T Grow Show. Now the moment you've all been waiting for, our interview with Coco Ninja 562, the Seed Master. Coco Ninja, are you there?
Oh, hey now, Dr. Baumgartner, how you doing?
We're doing good. Thank you for calling the show today. We're really excited about having you on.
Oh, man, you don't know. It's so fucking windy here in SoCal, bruh. I was down at the LBC beach, because I'm the waterman. And I was out there in the water, and I kite surfing, bruh. And I normally 200-300 feet in the air. Today I was 500 feet, flow all the way over to Catalina Island, bruh. No worry, bruh. I over there, and I was like, this little teeny tiny island, bruh. This is not for the Coco Ninja. This is not for Turtle. So I go ahead and I paddle myself back today just to be on your show. Thank you for having me.
So let me try to translate that for our listeners. It sounds like you said you surfed here today from Hawaii with the seeds on you, and you landed on the backside of Catalina?
Yeah, sure. You Holly Brain think that? Go ahead. You think that.
That's just what it sounded like to me. So anyway, we got you on the show to talk about Strandivars. You don't have a million Strandivars. You've only got a select few because you wanted to do this right and have only the good ones.
Yeah, brother. That's one thing I like to do. I like to do it right. I come over here from the island. I come to the mainland. I see all the Hollywood. I like your Pacalolo so bad. I come over here. I grow it so much better. And I like, why for I over here? Just, like having all these Stradivarius to myself. So, I came up with the Turtle Sea line. I was actually in my auntie's kitchen one night. And she looked at me and she said, Turtle, why for you know how sea line? I said, auntie, that's a good idea.
So it was your auntie's idea to start the Turtle Novelty Seed Co.
Yeah, I always over there. She make a good lao.
And then there was also a high demand for clones, and you're back ordered till January. And this was a better idea to get your Strandivars into the masses, right?
Well, the Turtle only has so much room. And the big brother over there in L.A., the Prod 64 brother, they need a Strandivar that's going to sell.
You could only make so many clones with a
Turtle,
T5.
of course. And they call me and say, hey, Turtle, I need 1,000 or 2,000 at a time. I don't have time for the little guy that wants a 10 clone. So I say, you know what I do? I'm going to bring my Strandivar in the seed form over to the little guy, even if he don't live in SoCal.
So now even the small guy.
Island, you got it. You live in the Maine, you got it. You live wherever. I can send you wherever you want to go, bruh.
You don't have to be a master grower in SoCal anymore to get the hash bar G is what you're saying. You could be the small guy in Kentucky, and this fire could be in your grow.
Yeah, brother. What's the matter for you? Why you always trying to tell me the same thing I just said, bruh?
I'm just kind of translating it.
You understand what the turtle said?
Yeah, I'm just translating it for the listeners in case they don't speak Hawaiian.
I speak English just like you, bruh.
I know, but some of them don't speak Hawaiian.
Oh, brother. I come over there, I whop your jaw so hard one day.
So
you're lucky that I give you the beta tester for all my Strandivar, bruh.
Yeah, let's talk about the beta tester.
My Strandivar, bruh. My dirty money. How you feel about that, bruh?
So yeah, the dirty money we tested together. Well, you gave me the seed, and I grew the Strandivar, and it came out super nice. It's kind of like got a blue, like hue to it. It's awesome. That's a really good Strandivar. What's your What's the best Strandivar you have though that everybody's gonna want?
Yeah, bruh. First off and foremost, bruh, I got the Hash Bar OG. You know the number one that we make number one over here at SoCal, number one.
Yeah, so with the Hash Bar OG, is there multiple cuts of it out there? Is there only one cut, or is there only one seed you can get?
Listen, brother, the turtle have all the cut. So my Strandivar seed, bruh, I crossed the Jerome cut with the BNC cut, with the You Know What's Good cut, with the Jerry's cut, and now it's a Hash Bar OG.
You know what's good. So if somebody wants to get these Strandivars, they want to order them tonight. Where do they go?
Brother, they're going to be dropping this week. I know you try to get me to drop it on this show for you. You and the big brother over there, Mr. Heavy T, always trying to get me to tell people my secret, brah. Ha ha, brah. Joke on you, brah. I'm not going to drop it tonight, brah.
So
I'm going to drop it at my IG.
So
Coco Ninja 562.
So first they got to follow you, and go from there is what you're saying.
Yeah, brah. So the first drop I'm going to do this week, Hash Bar OG, the original, Jerry cut time, You Know What's Good, brah. First time and only time that it's going to be available. It's limited edition, brah.
But then these seeds, they're just novelties too, right? They're not even really for sale. You're giving them for free?
Yeah, brah. You go buy a T-shirt, a limited edition T-shirt, $100. You get one free as novelty gift, brah. a 10 horsepower OGC, brah. Ha 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 ha, brah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, brah. You know, yeah, slippery like a little pig, brah.
So it's Coco Ninja 562. Give him a follow, and he's got the hash bar OG strand of ours.
Yeah, brah. You know, and I put 2 years of my life in this, brah. And all I want to do, I want to get a sailboat, brah. Sail back to the island. Have enough money to tell the Howley, hey, get off my island, brah. You go back to the mainland because I left the best weed over there for you. The Pakalolo over there for you. So you leave here now, and me and my Ohana can just live in peace on the windward side of the big island.
That's not too much to ask. You're just trying to make enough money to kick all the Hallies off Hawaii.
I just had a quick question for you, Turtle. This is Dutch Master.
Oh, Dutch Master, I remember you, brah. You don't overcharge me at the Long Beach Hydro.
Yeah, well, you know, that's before I really knew who you were, and
the Turtle get 20% off. Just remember every
I
time
remember
Turtle OG.
I got you from here, from that day forward. No big deal. I just had a question. You sound like you bring some serious island vibes. Now, do you incorporate that in your seed breeding process, or your grow?
Is that all around us, bro? If you from the island or you ever been to the island, you know the aloha.
Yeah, I have. So I'm just wondering, you bring that to the main. You bring that with you too, and does that incorporate it into?
There's so much aloha in me kiki, bro. And I say my kiki because DC, bro, and for the Howley mainlander, kiki the kids, bro. My seed are my kids.
Yeah, these are your children.
So my kiki, bro, I put my aloha in my kiki, bro. This seed, not like any other seed. 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 days. You're fully grown, bro. 4 feet tall.
So they're all guaranteed to whop your jaw. How many keepers would you say are in every 10-pack?
How many packs you get? How many seeds in 1 pack? They all keeper, bro. They all heaters.
So if there's 10 seeds in there, you got 10 keepers.
Who the fuck you, bro? You know what day you come over to the island, and I say, why for you say that, bro? And you look at me in my face, and I over there, and the Wahini right there, they're the only way they're going to save you, bro.
Okay, so
Somebody's jaw is
Turtle.
getting
So
whopped.
yeah, so they're guaranteed to whop your jaw. Guaranteed 10 seeds. Guaranteed 10 heaters. Are these feminized seeds?
Oh yeah, bro. Fully feminine, bro. They're the Wahini of the seed clan.
100% female.
Are these auto flowers or what do you do? You know.
We
don't want all the secrets.
This motherfucker over here trying to tell me
we're interviewing.
I got an auto flower, bro.
Okay, we just want to know your stance on it.
Brother, the auto flower could utterly suck my wiener, bro.
Okay.
The big island wiener.
You won't find any autoflowers
brother.
with Coco Ninja 562.
That's what I was just wondering.
100% female people.
Okay, thank you.
Crazy.
We got to know. It's not to offend you, Turtle. We're not trying to offend you, Turtle. We understand your prestige, but we're just wondering. You know, it's just for the show purposes, not trying to offend you.
You might as well go on over to my granny's house and look at her Moco Loco and say, thanks for the eggs and bacon. That's not eggs and bacon. That's a Moco Loco. Stupid Holly.
I'm aware of the Moco Loco and the Big Brother combos. Okay,
yeah, you see for
two
you,
big
bro.
brothers, 2 big brothers, 1 Moco Loco.
You come on over to the leeward side to my granny's house. She'll show you the Moco Loco, right?
I'm over there on the other side.
Oh, now you make fun of my voice,
No, that's where I go all the time on the Big Island.
You're speaking English. I got one guy trying to translate. I got one guy trying to make fun of me.
I understand what you're saying. Dr. Baumgartner was just trying to.
I understood too. I was just making it clear for the callers.
Right,
yeah.
absolutely.
We're on the same level.
Okay, I settled down a little bit. You know, it's windy. It's so fucking windy over here. You know, Southern California. I just want to say, I had to wait 1 week to make my drop because it's so fucking dry and windy. I didn't want to set no more fire here in Southern California.
I don't know how well that's going to be taken here, but we understand. We understand for sure. We bring the fire with you.
For sure.
So Turtle, even though you didn't have a question, I'm going to send you 5 gallons of Turpinator, 5 gallons of Purpinator,
Oh, thanks,
the
brother.
full line emission, and a whole bunch of large green pads.
Oh, thanks, brother. Now, I just want a little turtles out there over there. I want them to know you don't have to worry about being little tiny turtle the rest of your life. You could be big tiny turtle like me. And I used to say, nobody listen to Turtle. Now everybody listen to Turtle because he big time strand of our king. Brah.
Strand of our God.
And you know my name ain't no turtle, brah. It's Molokai, kind of loca, Kamehameha. But you could call me Turtle.
Turtle for sure.
Nice.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah.
And remember, Coco Ninja 562, we dropping the hash bar OG, brother. Brothers and sisters, Ohana, much love.
That's
Aloha.
Coco_Ninja 562 on Instagram.
Wow.
That
And
was
you
very
too
char-
can reach
charismatic,
out
very
to Turtle.
charismatic guy.
Yeah, where's the underscore? It's Coco_Ninja.
Coco_Ninja 562, and you can talk to Turtle.
And he's on my. I tagged him on like my story. The last 3 pictures.
Very charismatic guy.
You can link over to him then.
Brings the island vibe with him everywhere he goes and incorporates it into his grow.
That's right.
So,
Yeah, and the seeds have much aloha.
if anything came across, I got that. That's what I got.
If we learned anything. All right, so we're going to go to a break real quick. We're going to find out where Heavy T is, and we'll be right back.
DFZRadio.com.
That's right. Call in 562-653-0707, 562-653-0707 to win free grow gear just by asking any grow question. We'll be right back after these tunes and messages from our sponsors.
I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman flying the city.
Caviar got me scorched. Why you niggas smoking Newport shorts? And you wonder why your bankroll short. Probably cause your ass never left the porch. I be grinding and making moves, you know the business. Pound the block, pushing work till it's finished. Serial killers need no fucking eyewitness. Extra clip, shit, I'm on my blade.
Respect you, respect me.
I've been hustling my whole life.
You know there's no nigga out here like this.
Seen the light. I see you niggas stopping at the stop sign. I'm California stopping cause the world is mine. Some claim defeat, the angels speak. They woke the king will sleep. The trip will be the way to me.
I'm Superman flying the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman flying the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman flying the city.
Tames confused with wearing capes, you fools. Still breaking the rules, wrong moving, you lose. Handyman with the tool, I had to rock his body. I came to body like Lottie Dottie, and I don't wanna hurt nobody. I'ma break it down with the get down, watch it go down, hold it down with the 4 pound. Now you know now, it's about to go down.
Respect you, respect
I've
me.
been hustling my whole life.
You know there's no nigga out here like
Seen
this.
the light. I see you niggas stopping at the stop sign. I'm California stopping cause the world is mine. Some claim defeat, the angels speak. They woke the king will sleep. The trip will be the way to me.
My weaknesses and my strengths. But everybody know my strengths definitely outweigh my weaknesses. As long as that, I'm a human being, like everybody else. And if I meet somebody perfect, then they can train me. And they can help me be perfect. But there ain't nobody out there perfect. So we'll all just get along with it.
They say Machiavelli's resurrected. I can feel his presence, but the coldest thing, Machiavelli never left us. Who the fuck he think he is? Talking about Machiavelli never left us. Who the fuck is it? I'm an outlaw thug, like hustling to the death of me. Brutalist, Helly, and a mom lost baby. Worth to get money, knowledge, and a fucking lead. Think I seen a ghost if you stood right in front of me. Tupac eternally, Rodgers on his own shit. Think like new money, and you can pass it, show me. Worldwide masterpiece, hustle on this fucking street. On that dead fed crime, so they still trapping me. $1 million smile, girls say I'm sexy. Bachelor in art, got it in psychology. Player, you ain't fly as me, still can't see me. Stand on oxygen, when you can't even do the
Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman flying the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman flying the city. DFZRadio.com.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Oh, bro, what? So I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
Hey, you started early, huh? You're going to go get the green pad, see? That's what you're going to do. You're going to go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see? That's right, go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root. That's right. Yeah. Meow. Meow.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFZRadio.com.
DFZRadio.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Don't you put that evil on me!
Heavy T.
Hey, I'm in the zone. Dude, this shit is
Yo, it's BKJ on Team King, and you listening to DFZ Radio. What?
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend FanTech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, FanTech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the FanTech EC fan and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plant Tech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
That was awesome.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
DFZRadio.com.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy T's Grow Show. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I love it.
Hey,
every day.
Thank you for the birth.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right. Yeah.
Meow. Meow.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Woo! 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 Ow! Love that money.
Heavy T Grow Show, baby.
DFZRadio.com.
This is the Legion.
Yo, what is? I hope you enjoyed the Coco Ninja on there with Dr. Baumgartner. I got to listen in through the speakers in the restroom. Truth be told, Horty Chris and I went to get some jerk chicken wings, and once again, they put my booty in the grave. But yeah, shout out to Coco Ninja 562, also known as Turtle. Feisty guy over there. Seems like I thought he was friends with Dr. Baumgartner. I did not get the impression that they are really friends.
I think he got a little offended. He thought there might have been a language barrier there. And then when we tried to clear it up, he might have got a little...
I understood everything you were saying.
That's what we were trying to say, but Dr. Baumgartner wanted clarification for the listeners. That might have offended. I'm not sure. But he's stand-up guy. Sounds like he knows what's going on.
It could have went worse. We could have had the Hydro Chef interview. And then who knows where it would have gone.
No comment.
I would have asked him how he felt about Hawaiian culture. Is what I would have asked.
Oh,
Terrible question.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's probably a Hawaiian sovereign guy.
I'm pretty
terrible question.
sure.
Terrible question.
I think
that would have started
didn't-
the best.
Wait, didn't he
interview.
say he was trying to sell seeds to make enough money to go kick the white people off the island?
I don't.
I think
You
that's
know what
he
I'm
said.
saying? You know what I mean? You know?
I think that's what he did say.
Sure.
And we all have goals. Set the
You
goals.
gotta have goals. You have to have them.
Set the goals, Turtle. And honestly, these are some heaters. I've seen them grown. I do follow Coco, and it's Coco_Ninja 562 for everyone looking at it. But he said he was dropping this hash bar OG, these seeds right here, feminized seeds, this week, and with black market cultivators. And I guess he has other drops. If you go to his Instagram, the other drops that he had that I guess they didn't get to are the banana bar, which is hash bar times banana punch delta. Is there different ones?
Apparently, but it's just ABC.
Okay.
That you just whatever
I-
the alphanumeric for it is what it was.
Okay.
So delta's.
Then they have the Lawrence Taylor, which is hash bar times heavy hitter OG.
Somebody got creative with that one. I like it.
And then they have Tortoise OG, which is Turtle OG times hash bar OG. And these are all dropping. So go follow him. He's going to tell you how to be able to get it taken care of. And, yeah, I mean, they are really good strains.
Yeah. Well, you know, simple equation: fire plus fire equals fire.
And that's kind of where
I mean,
I don't get the breeding. I don't really understand it all.
If you know that, you know enough about breeding.
I do.
Like, can you see what it? You know,
I've never had enough room to consider myself to be able to do any breeding, pheno hunting, or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just like, listen, give me some good cuts. Give me some good cuts that are going to be easy to grow and grow that fire. Because I'm a busy guy.
Right.
But I'll tell you this, I've been growing the hash bar now for over a year.
Hash bar's great.
And the hash bar is easy as fuck to grow, Chef. You could piss on that shit, and even you could
And
be
it looks
successful.
great.
Bro, I come
You
from
can
the
use your-
fucking
you can use
Gorilla
your Flora
Glue.
Nova
I
on
come
it.
from the Gorilla Glue fucking tribe, bro. Like, you're not gonna convince me anything is easier to grow.
You should
than
have dressed
Gorilla
up like
Glue.
Gorilla Glue. That would have been appropriate for tonight.
You guys remember when I used to come in with Gorilla Glue and you guys used to respect that shit? You fuckers.
I wish I still had some Gorilla Glue cuts right now. It's a lot better than other shit out there. All these fruity exotics. But it sounds like that turtle is not fucking with the exotics, really. Sounds like he's bringing the heat. And I think he even used the term heaters.
Yeah, he's got a good base program, it seems like, and that's the.
Pretty sure you could go up against Masonic, like right off the rip.
Okay.
I don't,
Right off
you
the
know,
rip.
I don't know about that. There's
Watch
levels.
out.
There's levels to this.
Hawaiians
shit.
are good bowlers.
There's
But do we
levels
know
to
if
this
he's
shit,
Hawaiian or
so-
if he's a white dude that was like moved to Hawaii on a military base?
The way
when
he was
like
talking,
two?
he's
He's darker than most white
islander.
guys, yeah.
I don't know about the complexion of his skin, but he's an islander enough to where his language would suggest that he's a local.
His pigeon talk is on point.
He said something about crazy boogers, mocos locos. I know enough Spanish. Yeah, I didn't know Spanish was a big part of the Hawaiian culture. I didn't really
I
understand.
think that's
all
a dish. It's a dish.
What do you mean?
It's food.
They got.
This is confirmed.
Crazy booger food.
Moco loco.
Moco Loco.
What is it?
And if
It's
it's a hamburger patty
right.
over rice with gravy and an egg.
And an egg,
And
yeah.
if you add chorizo,
You can
it's
get-
Cholo Loco.
You can get a combination of things on top of that, however you want it. But the standard that's like the standard setup.
So you're saying remix coming? Moco Loco, put my booty in the.
Yeah,
that would
sure.
that'd be a sick seed
If
strain,
you've ever
too.
been to Hawaii, then yes, that's happened to you.
Tell Turtle Tech to come out with Moco Loco strain.
Went to Hawaii, didn't have jerk chicken. Moco Loco, put my booty in the ground.
Yeah, I tried to bro down with Turtle for a second there when I mentioned the Moco Locos and the big butter combos, because that's like the thing that you order.
You don't know butterfish.
And he kind of was like, I acted like I knew a little too much about his culture, or maybe what he did on the day to day, and it might have,
Called you a Howley.
Yeah, I was like, okay, like
fucking Howley.
When I go to Hawaii, it's actually quite the opposite. Like I'm welcomed with open arms into anybody's session or whatever they're doing.
They find
dude.
out you're from the mainland.
Yeah, then they're like, oh, like what? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm from San Clemente, California.
All right. Well, I look forward to
Only
some
time
of
you're
those
not
seeds.
happy to say you're from San Clemente.
I look forward to picking up some of those seeds and maybe people popping them, and I could snag a couple keepers off of
Dude,
them.
I'm snagging that pack right there. What are you talking about?
Yeah. This is over here in front of me.
Well, it's only 9 now.
But let's do this. 562-653-0707. That is the phone number. Let's talk grow. Let's get an update on the World Series. Caesar.
What up, what up?
Unlike the salad, you're interesting.
Yeah?
What is the score of the World Series?
What's the score right now? I have no idea.
Jesus.
What are you doing?
2-1.
Come on. Where am I going, motherfucker? Let's talk grow. You know, I appreciate a man that's dedicated to his grow so much he can't even watch the World Series of baseball.
Exactly. It's all about the grow.
It's all about the hose. Let's do it.
Well, I just started a grow outside. I'm 4 weeks in. But with all the winds and everything going on, I wanted to know what you think is the best way to transition that outside grow to an indoor grow. What do I need and what should I do?
Uh-oh, Horty. Outdoor to indo. What do you say? No, no, no.
Yeah.
Hell to the
The
no.
best.
Deal with it.
I mean, if you're outdoors right now, are you using artificial light outdoors to keep a plant in a certain stage or a regimented light schedule, a photo period?
No.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, your plants are already starting to flower.
Go to Coco_Ninja562 and get some seeds and start anew indoors.
Otherwise, time travel.
Yeah. Horty, explain to him about how photo period works, about
Outdoors right now, we're in basically
11 and a half.
Yeah, like you're getting like basically flower light. You're not getting a longer like summer sun. You're getting like the winter sun at this point. So not only is that light going to be very weak and the plants will grow slowly, any plants you put outside right now are going to see an extended dark period and they're going to naturally start to flower. So if you had them outside and you go to move them indoors, then they're going to have to revert back to veg. Or if you've already grown them tall enough or as tall as you want them to be and you put them outdoors, but you're starting to see that it's not going to work out well and you want to move them inside, you can do that, but you're going to have to move them to a flower light period of 12 on, 12 off, and you're going to want to make sure that you don't have any other plants indoors that could be affected by any pests that you may have acquired outside. So I would do an IPM, start spraying the plants, and make sure that they're clean and healthy before you move them inside. How big are they?
I would say about 3 to 4 feet.
Yeah, they're done, dog. Keep them outdoors. Keep them outdoors. Don't bring them indoors. Risk contaminating your garden. Start anew. Leave them outdoors and finish outdoors.
Do you have an indoor garden?
Yeah.
Bring them in for protection during these high winds.
Put them in the garage.
It's not hurricane force winds all the time in Southern California.
I got you, for sure.
Protect them, brah.
Put them inside.
Protect them, brah.
These winds are crazy.
Don't put them in your regular room, though. Just bring them in.
Flush out.
Like, do you have a place you can put them, like in a garage?
Yeah, I have a place where I could put them that's separate from the grow.
Okay, well, I would definitely do that for sure. And the further away from the grow, the better. And don't handle those plants and have them rubbing up against your clothes and whatnot and then go into your other grow. Make sure if you're going to...
He's got another grow?
If you're going to take those plants from outdoors and move them
This
into the
fool don't seem like
garage
he got two
or
problems.
move them onto a patio or somewhere where they'll be protected from the environment outside, don't put them in your indoor area.
Got the influenza.
And move them in
Off
at
that
nighttime.
Okay, for sure.
Put them back outside during the day. And the winds won't last.
The winds of change don't last, and like sand through an hourglass, so are the days of chef's lives.
For sure, thank you.
I'm a very complicated person.
Yes, he's the most complicated person on the show.
Wait, the most complicated man alive.
That's for another show. It's called, I think we canceled that show. It was called Head Case.
Head Case.
We actually had a show called Head Case. So listen, brother, Caesar.
What up?
You just need to get yourself going indoors with some quality cuts. You can even get some teens going. You said you're in SoCal. I guess you're in Orange County somewhere. There's all types of ways that you can acquire new healthy plants to start indoors. Your 4-foot plants, let's say they're going and you want to actually move them indoors. There's no other option. The way that you do it is you mimic the light cycle exactly what you have now. Keep it as regimented as possible. Move them indoors. You have 12 hours of light. So if it's getting light approximately 6:45 in the morning and dark at 6 o'clock right now, go ahead and go 6 to 6. Make it a 12-hour cycle as close as possible to what you have. Like Horty said, spray them down with all types of stuff. Like garden spray is a great one to keep your indoor grow from being contaminated. This is what most guys don't realize when they're like, indoor to outdoor, I'm going to do all this, or outdoor to indoor, is that you're bringing all types of funk inside when you go outdoor to indoor that is going to be difficult to get rid of. The reason that we go indoor is to keep it sterile, to have complete control over everything. And that was with the last caller, Michael, as well, talking about, should I just top off my reservoir when I have this expensive undercurrent system? Yeah, you could do it, and you could grow pot, because why? They call it weed for a reason. It grows under several different circumstances that are not perfect. But to make it perfect, to grow that super high quality herb that we want from an indoor grow, with the bag appeal, the nose appeal, the kick, right? The couch log, whatever it is, you need to make sure that you have a complete control of the environment. So just saying, I'm going to bring them indoors because I've already invested some time into these outdoor plants, and outdoor right now it's not going to work because the sun isn't very intense. There's a bunch of wind, a bunch of smoke in the air and whatnot. Like, I wouldn't risk contaminating a whole indoor grow with that. I would bring it into some shelter, maybe with some T5s during the worst part of those days. You know, there's a lot of soot in the air right now in Southern California because of all the fires. Yeah, bring them into a protected area, like Horty said, maybe a garage. But if you have a built-out grow room or a tent or something, do not go put those bitches in that tent.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a bigger headache to clean that shit out than it's worth. And by the way, if you're growing outdoor right now in Southern California, you're dumb. Because the low light, Horty Chris, a few years ago, I was like, I'm going to take this next one into December, Horty. Watch, you'll see. I'm heavy tea, and I'll do it. Horty's like, oh, good luck. And he's like, there's not enough light, bro. I'm like, oh, yeah, bro.
He's like, yeah, bro, you know where it's at? It's so fucking bright out there. The sun is beating down and it's still warm during the day. I was like, yeah, but the lights, it's the winter sun. It's not nearly as strong. Yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then when he's done, he's like, dude.
The UV index is at 3.
Yeah, he's like,
that's
dude,
the highest it gets.
You were right, dude. Those plants are so small and spindly. I was like,
yeah.
I try to tell you.
I trimmed the leaf off and I was like, there's nothing
Perpetual
left.
veg during bloom.
But good thing the prices were high, and I still got $1,600 for those Duff packs.
Hell yeah!
And I started a little show called DFZ Radio.
Yeah, and if
Heavy
you
Teas Grocery.
Called it artisanal craft cannabis.
If you are doing like a little hoop house in your backyard or a little greenhouse, like from Harbor Freight or something in your backyard, you're going to need to have a couple 1,000-watt lights or something in there to bring the light levels up, and you'll want those on.
Treat it like an indoor.
From the early morning. Like when the sun first comes out around 6 a.m. or whatever, you're going to want those lights to kick on and be on until probably about 10. And then after 2, you'll want to have those lights come back on until about 6. So the strongest part of the day for the sun is always between 10 and 2, right? So in the wintertime, it's still not that good. But the light before 10 and the light after 2 is even weaker than it would be in the summer or in the early fall, so you're going to want to supplement it with light.
It's like Dr. Baumgartner's game.
Right.
Super weak.
Super weak.
Listen up.
Since he left, we could talk shit about him. That's the best time to talk shit about people, when they're not here.
No defending themselves.
Yeah.
That's technically what really like talking shit is. You know, if you're just saying things to people's face.
People was like, "Why are you talking shit?" I'm like, "I'm telling you to your face."
No, I'm just insulting you. You've got it mixed up.
Yeah, talking shit is behind your back.
Right,
I'm telling you right to your face.
Everyone says that I'm so funny. No, I'm just really fucking mean. All right.
Really honest.
Alrighty.
Look, let's do this. Caesar.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love your salads, man. Love what you did with it. Your hairdo is looking good. You know, you watch out for that guy in the Brute, Brute. He's gonna get you, but until then, I'm gonna send you some Green Pad Juniors, dude. When you're starting clones, or you get some clones or seedlings, Green Pads gives the extra CO2 to get them going quicker. You can also get Green Pad Originals that you hang up in an indoor grow space. Give them a squirt, let the CO2 rain down all over your plants. You're gonna see a tremendous difference once you introduce CO2. It's the inexpensive, best way to get CO2 in your garden. Go to
Pray,
greenpadco2.com.
and walk away.
I'm also going to send you some smart pots, my main man, Michael Jordan, and a Botanicare sweatshirt. What size sweatshirt do you wear?
Extra large.
We only have 4XL. Sorry.
3XL.
Oh, wow.
I'll just give it to my wife. She'll shrink it down.
Well, thank you. It's much appreciated.
Thank you, Rada. All right. He was super
The
safe.
opioid epidemic is real. Why did you just give me something for free? Thank you.
I was feeding my plants Suboxone, but I'd rather take it myself. So, can I move them indoors?
They seem like they're hurting now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put them next to the couch so I don't have to walk outside.
What if I give them 18 hours of dark? The time I sleep per day.
Can I borrow some newts?
Is the light from the TV good enough to grow them indoors?
They are. Hey, Javonki, answer the phone.
With the lip that
Tell
doesn't
Javonki
move
to answer
when
the
they
phone.
talk.
My boy switched out the blue light in his Alexa for red, and he said it's better for flowering.
He did. Alexa,
grow my
light up
plant.
those plants.
Alexa, grow my plant.
Alexa, refill my prescription for Xanax.
Mom,
probably is real.
Mom, Alexa's not doing it. All right, 562-653-0707. That's the phone number. Let's go to Eduardo. Eduardo, can you wait for the Cocoa Ninja seeds? How many Cocoa Ninja seeds do you need? All of them?
Fuck all of them. Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro, you about to take over Washington with that. Send the brada back to the island so you can kick all the white people off the island.
That's the way to do it.
Yep. Find. He's like, send them back. Oh man. Okay. Anyways, Eduardo. Yeah, Eduardo thought it was funny. Fuck all everyone else in there. Yeah, this guy's on his phone texting. Who the fuck you texting all the time, Chef?
I'm working on memes.
It's like you're the general manager of the Browns. You and Smokey over there talking to each other. Look at this meme.
Check out this next meme.
We're doing
It's
off
coming.
tender. Get off tender, man.
Fuck the Bengals. Oh yeah, don't.
Oh,
shit.
Uh-oh.
Cut him off. Is he banned for life, Chef? Is he banned for life?
Bro, I need you to call and apologize to my wife.
Yeah, you're gonna have to call his wife and apologize.
I know she's listening. I'm my bad.
There you go. That was his apology.
All right, there you go. My bad. I'll just say
Lady Chef, my apologies.
you don't know who you think you know. All right.
I will come in there like the almighty Thor.
There you go.
Threw
Chef.
like a little Swedish little twang on that.
Yeah, go ahead, Eddie. What's going on? Hey, by the way, who's winning the World Series?
Oh, fucking, it's, I just left it. Fucking come take a dab and call you. They're 3-2. Not Houston. Fucking Washington.
All right, the Sheezer.
They're doing it.
That'd be cool.
I want fucking Houston to win because Washington beat our Dodgers, so.
Yeah, well,
I'm just holding a grudge.
Yeah, you know though,
you want to lose to the people that go.
Yeah, you want to lose to the team that
I know.
The team that beats you, you want them to win.
Right.
And we hate the Astros.
I know.
So then you can
That's
say
what I was
like,
telling my boy too. I was like,
hey, we
fuck,
might have
yeah.
lost to them, but they won the World Series, so obviously they were the better team. Not, oh, we lost to them, and then they got smoked the fuck out by some other losers. Like, because then that even pisses you off more because you think your team could have done better.
Yeah, it's like you're a Raider fan all of a sudden. All right.
That was the
What's
most
going
audible
on?
fart.
Right. Well, his face didn't give it away.
Jerk chicken, put my booty in the.
He did say he had some more jerk chicken.
Like
earlier.
jerk chicken wings. Would you motherfuckers eat some jerk chicken?
No. After
It's
seeing
scared.
the end result, no.
Yeah, I'm
It's
scared.
fresh. It's fresh. You want some jerk chicken?
I
Do it.
want jerk chicken so
Get
bad.
in there.
I'm going
They're
to eat
good,
chicken.
man.
I was going to do this.
Open it up.
Devin's
Open one
next
up.
segment's called Dinner on the Radio.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Damn, he's choking.
Yeah.
You're just going to smoke while we're on the phone with you?
Yeah.
We're gonna eat.
We're about to smoke.
Okay.
If it's not red, it's not
We're
ready,
on your
Eddie.
time. Go ahead. You know.
All right. Okay. So up in Washington, it's already like 14 degrees. I got a little window banger, doing great, but now it's starting to freeze up because it's so damn cold. I got a dust room, but it's only a 4-inch. But I think I need a 6-inch. I was gonna, and my room's inside my shop, so my shop is still cold. I was thinking of running intake from inside of my shop, to my room, my flower room.
How big is the flower room?
12 by, it's almost 13, so we'll say 13. It's just about an inch shy. So 13 by 8, like 7 and almost 8.
And what's the ceiling height?
7.5.
Okay, so it's 13 by 8 by 8, basically.
Yeah, more or less, yep.
That's 832 CFM. The 4-inch dust room should be able to cover the exchange of air on that. It will have a little restriction. What size intake or exhaust fan would you have?
I have mostly 6 inches.
Mark, you got bitches out there?
I have a couple of 8s.
Okay, if you the 4-inch, what's a 4-inch can fan rated at, Heavy T?
About 250 CFM.
About 250 CFM.
It's like 172.
The 4-inch dust room.
I was thinking about VJ now.
Will flow about 250 to 300 CFM before you start to experience any airflow loss. But
I got two 8-inch max can fans.
Reduced down to a 4-inch dust room.
Could I use that one?
If you're gonna put a fan like an intake fan low and a exhaust fan up high in the opposite corner of the room, basically to get the hot air out, you're gonna want to run an 8-inch dust room on the intake fan. If you just want to put a 4-inch duct into the wall down low and put the dust room on it to filter the air going in,
call the blade,
and then put the 8-inch fan up high. I mean, you've got 832 cubic feet basically, so an 8-inch max fan should be enough to exchange that air every couple of minutes, which is what you need. But I would just try that with the 4-inch before you go and buy a larger one, because it's still, even if there's a little restriction, you still may get enough airflow that you're able to move that air. And I'm thinking somewhere between 250 and 300 CFM on that 4-inch dust room, and you need to exchange the air in the room every 2 to 3 minutes, right?
And remember, the dust room's going to slow it down about 50%.
The 4-inch dust room may slow it down a little bit, but an 8-inch, it would not slow it down at all.
0 CFM loss.
It would be no CFM loss. So if you're on a budget and you just want to try it, put an 8-inch fan up high at the opposite end of the room, blowing the hot air out of the room, and then put the 4-inch dust room down low at the opposite end of the room, bringing in air, and see if it is enough to exchange the air fast enough for you. If it's not, you can step up the 4-inch to an 8-inch. And then if it's still not enough or quick enough airflow through the room, you could add an 8-inch fan pulling air through the dust room into the room. You feel me? But you may be able to just put the dust room that you have down low and just use that as your intake passively. And with that 8-inch fan up high on the opposite end, it will create a negative pressure, like a vacuum in the room, and it'll suck the air in through that 4-inch dust room.
And in an area that small, with all due respect, Eddie, I would highly all right, thank you. I would highly recommend a passive intake. You could have an active intake, but it's really not necessary. You're going to be spending an extra on electricity and an extra fan. I know you said you had it, but for the listeners out there, if you have enough CFM that you're within every 1 to 3 minutes of exchanging that air, you're going to create a nice vacuum in there that's going to pull fresh air in. Like, you could activate it if you want, Eddie, but it's not necessary.
The only negative would be that 4-inch room may restrict the flow a little bit, to where now it'll suck in air through the door, like through the cracks in the door and whatnot, because air is going to come through the path of least resistance, right?
I actually had a customer this week tell me he's going to activate it and create the sweet zone to have enough air flowing out and enough air flowing in that when he infuses CO2, it will just kind of stay there.
Achieve perfect balance.
Yeah, that's what he said.
It's like laying
perfect
level, bro. Yeah, that exists. That totally exists.
I was like, so what the fuck air is going out? You mean you just got to duct into one to the other? You're not exchanging the air then?
It's called a fucking vacuum, bro.
You fucking
yeah.
And your little window shaker
and he's like, oh, you know Travis too? Oh, sorry.
Is the window shaker in the shop, or is it hanging out the wall to the outside environment?
No, yeah, it's the outside. That's where I fucked up, I think.
Well, that's one. In the summertime, that was good because it would probably heat the shop up too much, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, my shop does get fucking 80s, 90s.
Right, but now in the wintertime, maybe you could pull that shaker out and put it in the shop so that the air on the back side of it is inside the shop and it's not as cold as the air outdoors.
Right.
It's 14 degrees, so I hope it's not as cold.
It's cutting a whole new wall. I mean, a whole new... It's all built, framed out, and everything.
All these questions, you're making them nervous, Horty.
How many BTU is
I'm
that?
just trying to think. I'm trying to think if I could do it. I mean, I could, but because what I want a mini split. That's what my ass needs.
Yeah, so why the fuck are you talking about all these
You
fans?
could leave the window
Sell
unit.
those 2 fans and buy a mini split.
You could leave the window unit built into the wall like you have it and just like seal it off on the back with like a plastic bag, right? And just turn it off. And then seal it off on the inside, too, like cover it with plastic and tape it up, and then put another window shaker or a mini split in your shop so that you're not exposed to the cold air outside.
I'm just trying to, like, it's because it's freezing right now. My AC, like, cut out last night. So I don't want to spend, I was trying to save up for our next couple runs to get the mini split, but I was trying to figure it out if I should do that right now, or if I should just deal with it, crack the door open, and shit like that, and deal with it for a couple days. And
well,
it only freezes up here, a couple days out the month.
It's going to be relatively cold for a while, though. Why don't you could just use the fresh air from outside?
Yeah, or from your shop through the dust room.
Exactly, through the dust room.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I would
just go ahead and fucking bite the bullet and do that.
Well, I mean, you're bringing in 14-degree temperature.
Yeah, but from your shop, it's probably not going to be 14, right?
No, my shop is...
it's 30.
Plus, I have a stove in here and everything, too, so
Damn.
I can get it.
Ball in.
Yeah, I would do that.
Damn, make hot cocoa
or if you can, you could always just move the window shaker to the inside of the shop and go through the wall somewhere up high. Right. And then the hot air that comes off that window shaker will heat your shop too. And you can keep it sealed. I mean, I'm all down for you using dust rooms because I sell them. But I prefer to have a sealed room, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, fail and let the fires of hell burn you and warm your plants.
Brass tacks, how sealed is your room?
I got
with
it, Chef.
With the window unit.
It's fucking sealed.
Chef Thor.
Yeah.
Usually when I get a window unit, when I would use them, I would open them up and pull the unit out of the case and then make sure
the air from the inside.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. Those little window unit ACs.
Window unit ACs are split. They have the outside.
The fans on the inside.
Yeah, bro.
Drags the air from the inside over the coil.
I agree.
Right, but it doesn't.
And the hot air
goes
out the back.
Yeah, but they're separated.
Ooh, burn, Horty.
The back and front are separated.
That's not a burn, but it draws the air from inside the room.
Well, yeah, any good AC does.
That's very worthy information.
A split unit generates its own air off a fan inside the unit.
Okay. That's what a window shaker does too. So as I said, the problem with window shakers is inside of the unit where it splits the front from the rear is usually not sealed very well, which is why you can sometimes smell the odor off the back of one of those. So what you do is you take the screws out, pull the unit out of the rear casing, and then you put weather stripping inside to make sure that when you seal it,
what say you to
sealed
that?
better.
That if you are making modifications on your own, then
I painted
that's great.
it and everything for it to.
Hey Eddie, this is an internal debate. Go ahead.
Yes, so he already did. He already did all that. He already took it apart, painted the inside, sealed it so that it wouldn't leak light. So yeah, pull that thing out of the wall, board up the hole temporarily, and then move it inside your shop.
Oh,
by Odin's beard, that is a great idea.
By Odin's beard.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
What say you now, Eduardo?
Nothing. I see. That's what I needed. I didn't want to pull outside air into my sealed room. That was the thing.
It's 14 degrees out there. That's like an AC, bro. Pull that shit in.
Ain't nothing
Get your shit together. Come on, we're Avengers.
The room's 90, and 3 minutes later, it's 14.
Yeah.
You get the Canadian, Canadian Russ and Mike's coming in.
Yeah, just move the AC.
Edward, I know you're a big-time Duff Free soldier. You've been listening for a long time. I'm going to send you some swag, my man.
Nah, no worries. I just appreciate the invite. You guys keep doing what
Got
you're
the
doing.
new product.
Muchas gracias, muchas gracias. Let's do a quick commercial break. Listen, Vinny, Nick, and the rest of the callers, you guys are coming up real quick. Less than 5 minutes right here so we could drain the lizards and maybe put that jerk chicken
in the grave.
I'll have a Bloody Mary.
Oh, jerk chicken will give you that. Here we go. DFZRadio.com.
FZRadio.com.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
Heavy T hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
Hey, what's up? Shout out to my man, DJ Saint, my brother.
Not getting good results from those compost CO2 makers? Dude, your mushroom bag just ate 3 of my plants. Introducing the GreenPad CO2 generator. The simple, economical, and effective way to add CO2 to your indoor garden. Just hang, spray, and walk away. It's that easy. Since I ditched my old mushroom bags and switched to the GreenPad CO2 generator, I couldn't be happier. I just hang, spray, and walk away. It's really that easy. I don't have to worry about any runaway spores contaminating my room or wondering if it's actually working. I just listen to the gentle sound the GreenPads make when they're wet, and I know it's working. Thanks, GreenPads! More effective than those organic CO2 bags, the GreenPad CO2 generator will help increase the CO2 level in your indoor garden safely and easily. Just find a spot high in your garden, hang the pad with the specially designed hangers, spray the GreenPad with water, and that's it. Just hang, spray, and walk away. Adding CO2 to your indoor garden has never been easier. The GreenPad CO2 generator, available at finer hydroponic shops or online at thegreenpadstore.com. That's thegreenpadstore.com.
You are listening to Heavy Tea's Grow Show on DFZ Radio Network.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Rooster timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a Duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Don't you put that evil on me!
Heavy Tea.
Heavy Tea hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right, that's right.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
Hey, I'm in the zone!
Dude, this shit is awesome.
Too much stuff. That's too much stuff. Too much stuff. That's too much stuff.
Has anyone heard from Dr. Duff, by the way?
All over the cars. That's too much stuff.
He told me he needed legal fees
All over my balls.
and lunch. I was like, why you need lunch, dog? It's 4:30 in the afternoon. And it's legal fees. I'm like, why do you need legal fees? You're just driving soil and putting it in pots.
Yeah.
No plants, no nodding. Hey, does this lighting look good that Horty just did?
Oh, look at it. You can see right there on the screen.
Looks like shit. Horty.
Yo.
Do you see how you lit yourself up?
Yep, like Jesus.
Speaking of Jesus, your boy Kanye West came out with a brand new album. It's called Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
Every single day.
Chick-fil-A.
Every single way.
What about Tuesday?
Sauce. What about Sunday?
Chick-fil-A.
Never on Sunday. All right, we'll work on that. While we work on that, we will also work on Put Your Booty in the Grave. Can we hear it? Put Your Booty in the Grave. How's it sounding so far? Give me just the first little part.
Let's see.
You don't have it ready at a moment's notice? Noses?
I did.
You can tell I'm hanging out with Horty when I say noses. Boom. Welcome to Heavy T's Grow Show, the one and only place that you will hear nonsense 24/7 hours a day.
24/7 hours of PCH.
Oh, this is so embarrassing. Oh my God. That's what happens when you eat the jerk chicken wings that I brought. And I have not destroyed the bathroom yet.
Do I even start? When you know it's more than a fart. Yucatan gave me an allowance. Buying jerk chicken with the balance. Knowing something just ain't right. Yelling at my wife for a wipe. Shitting 16 times a day. Jerk chicken put my booty in the grave. Try to wash my ass in the sink. Blaming upstate for the stink. Holding need the bathroom to do blow. Uh-oh. You don't give a fuck, gotta go. Shotgun blast from the back. Ricochet splash on your stack. If you have hemorrhoids, stay away. Jerk chicken, put my booty in the grave.
Yeah, that one.
Put my booty in the grave.
What was the line? Shotgun blast from the back. Ricochet splash on your sack. Damn, dog. That should be BET award-winning lyric of the world famous DFZ radio.
It was actually pretty solid.
Yeah, that's the best bars I ever came up with.
Booyah! Pretty fucking good.
It only took a burning asshole to get me to that point. Let's talk to Vinny in the LBC, I believe. Vinny.
What's up, player?
What's up, dog? How you doing?
Damn, I got a deep voice or what?
I don't know, player. I'm going get into the real mode. You gonna get real?
Right.
Be real. I get real. Stay real.
Yeah.
You heard? All right. This is your time
What's
to
up,
shine.
player?
It's your time to shine. What's your question?
Anyways, I was just looking for some new veg shit. I don't know. I got like a 4x4 area. I want straight fluorescent.
All right.
Cause I've been vegging with high pressure sodium. I don't want to fuck with that no more. I just want to veg straight fluorescent.
Okay.
What size HPS?
Was I fucking with before?
Yeah.
No, what kind do you want to get?
600.
He had a 600 and a 4x4 vegetated. And what's up? It's just not doing its thing for you?
I just don't. It's the energy. I just want to go to fluorescent.
You're right. And absolutely correct. At a 600 and a 4x4, putting maximum energy in that area for a vegetative growth, it isn't necessary. You can get away in that
Depends on
area
how
with,
fast you wanna
with
veg.
4 to 8 bulb T5s that are 54 watts each. And they're going to veg awesome in that area. You're talking about full coverage of the 4x4. And those panels are 4 foot long. If you get the 8 bulb panel, it's about 3 feet wide. So you're going to light up that entire area. It's going to be less watts, so less energy and less heat.
So they got a 4x4?
They got a 4x8, yeah, and it actually has 2 ballasts on it, two switches, so you can have all 8 on, or you can do 4 of the 4 outside bulbs or the 4 inside bulbs.
But an 8 light T5 is how many watts?
I don't see why I should
400
be
watts.
no fucking
How many
HPS
watts?
no more.
400 watts.
400?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's
And then you gotta
30%
replace
less
your
energy.
bulbs.
Right, but it's less heat, less energy, and you get closer internodal spacing because that HPS is going to cause stretching as well. So,
And this is just my smoke too. I'm not trying to grow for anybody. It's just me,
okay. And dude, to be honest, the lowest wattage that I would go in a 4x4 for vegetative would be about 300 watts. And I would look at the 315 watt Nanolux setup, the ceramic metal halide setup, and the spectrum coming off there plus the lower heat You're going to get close internodal spacing, not so much energy consumption. And I know the listeners out there, they're like, wait, that contradicts what Heavy T said before, because he wants more energy because he grows with HPS and this, in bloom, not in veg. Yeah. I don't use 1,000 watts in veg. I don't need to. And what you're trying to do in veg is basically grow a healthy plant with close internodal spacing, good branching, good training, pruning, all that, ready to go into bloom.
Exactly.
And it only takes about 4 weeks full illumination to do that. But if you actually use lower wattage, you can extend that time. You can go 5, 6 weeks, even 7 weeks of a vegetative time with lower wattage, getting the plant to that exact size and dimensions that you want, the structure that you want, and that coincides with your 8-week bloom cycle. I have no problem with delaying my veg a little bit by using lower wattage and getting the absolute correct structure and internodal spacing that I want. You know, I don't
Makes sense.
I don't want a rapido veg.
That's what I was going to ask him next. Is what's your size of your bloom area?
My bloom area is a 5x5.
Okay, so you're basically just trying to veg the plants to get them ready to replace the ones that you're blooming.
True.
Yeah, then everything he just said is spot on.
And I don't really have no issues with my bedroom temperature. And I don't really have none at all with my flower room.
Well,
I just don't. Well, I don't want to veg under hypersodium no more.
Great. You're right. And listen, what I just said. We're going to cut your energy consumption basically in half. You're going to have a stronger, healthier veg. You're not going to have to water so often. You're not going to have to worry about the hot days. You're not going to have to worry about a lot of things. Lower energy takes a lot of the variables out of it. And for veg, I'm okay with going lower energy. Now, when I go to the money-making part of it, to bloom, I'm going to fucking pump as much wattage as I can in there without frizzle frying the plants to try and replicate the sun and get as many pounds as I can out of this little area.
And you know, if you do the T5, the 8 bulb T5, you can also mix some of those Hortilux power bulbs in there with them, so you can get the spectrum a little like more UV or whatever to help keep them
I
short.
shop at Long Beach. I shop at Long Beach Hydro, so hopefully something good happens.
Yeah, they got the bulbs you need over there. Tell them that you want to add a couple.
For a whole new setup.
When you go to get your 8 light T5 over there, just tell them that you want to grab like at least 2 to 4 of the Hortilux high power bulbs to add to blend into the mix.
Not a bad idea.
Oh,
for the veg.
What is it?
A little extra IR. You don't want the UV so much. The UV is for bloom. Get
Right.
the infrared ones.
The infrared ones.
But those guys will tell you exactly what's up. And also, Vinny.
Yeah, I love those guys, man. Those guys are great.
And listen, I bust your balls a little bit in the beginning, but are you a soil or a hydro guy?
Soil, but I'm in cocoa now. I haven't figured it out. Not figured out everything, but I figured it out.
So you went from being a soil caveman to a cocoa ninja?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I love soil. Soil's great.
Okay, well, I'm going to send you some things for your soil. I'm going to send you a bloom stimulator for your soil plants, and I'm going to send you some Terpinator that you can use both in soil and cocoa. And for the pests and problems that come along with growing nice and healthy plants, and this is something people are like, what does that mean, nice and healthy? It's winter's coming. All the foliage outside is dying. What do you think? Plants give off pheromones and shit. You don't think that the bugs know that you got some fucking healthy-ass plants that they could feed off and keep their life cycle going?
I grew a few outdoors. I did all right. A little bit of powdery mildew.
Well, they're going to try to find your shit indoors nowadays because everything outdoors is dying. So I'm going to send you some garden spray as well.
Nice.
Vinny, garden spray. What is it? Well, garden spray is an organic insecticide from the makers of Terpinator. Garden spray uses a combo of food-grade organic oils and citric acid to deliver a 3-pronged attack on common garden pests, including aphids, whiteflies, fungus gnats, spider mites, flies, beetles, broad mites, and thrips. Garden spray will also help control powder and downing mildews when used as a preventative spray. I need glasses, Horty.
Me too.
I'm getting old, man. The concentration is the highest on the market. That means that the quart of 1 liter makes up to 64 gallons of sprayable solution. 1 gallon of garden spray makes up to 256 gallons. And what do you think a gallon costs retail? $150. 256 gallons worth of
preventative maintenance.
The best pest control on the market.
$1.50. Not even $1.50 a gallon. That's
50 cents almost. 70 to 65 cents. But check it out. I'm going to get you all that stuff. And look at the Nanolux 315 ceramic metal halide. I think you'll like it, man.
I'll be over there soon, man. I used to go to Cerritos, but that's closer to me now.
All right, brother.
Hey, also, Vinny, man, when you go over there and pick up that stuff to change your veg over,
Check
make
out
sure
the Dutch rooms.
grab some green pads to hang in your veg to give them more CO2.
I had some green pads. You know, they did their thing in my small area, but
You use a green.
Good question though.
Okay, you already did, but try again. Go ahead.
Where's Big Duff at?
Okay, so you know what happened to Duff?
I'm asking.
Me either, brother. When you find out, let me know.
Yeah, where's Duff?
Where's Breeze at? Where's Breeze?
Listen, you want to bring up all the bad shit on one show?
I didn't know it was bad.
Hey,
I'm just calling.
Yeah, Vinny.
Speaking
of Vinny, where's Vinny?
Vinny, when we have
they're all hanging out with Vinny. That's where they're at.
When we have our when we have our Festivus show, and you could air all your grievances. All right. Now talk to.
I don't have no grievances. I was just asking.
Where's Fatal Ladle? Where's
Yeah.
Crazy Phil?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Exactly.
Nah, I was just asking because
we missed Dr. Duff too.
Where's Wayne Phillips?
You know what happened to Dr. Duff?
I don't even know, dude. I don't know if he's dead.
Me either. I'm just asking. Asking for a friend.
All right, man. I'm just gonna finish watching this game, dude.
All
you
right.
guys have a good night. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Vinny, thanks for calling, man. You get all your stuff.
Good information, dude. Every fucking week. It's all good, man.
And same to you, brother. I appreciate the support, and tell all the homies that we hook you up. 562-653-0707. Let's keep going. Nick has a question about flowering his plants. What's up, Nick?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
You know, another day, another show asking about Dove.
What's your question?
I'm in week 6 of flower, and everything's looking pretty good. I have some leaves turning yellow and shit, but everything's pretty healthy. And I was just wondering, how long should I keep going before I start flushing?
Day 56 of flower. What strain?
He's week 6.
Some hash bar.
You said week 6?
Week
I thought
6.
he said
Week 6, day 36.
Oh, day 36. Okay, the hash bar is going to go 60 days, can go up to 70 days. Did you start adding a high PK already?
No, I haven't. Just some regular bloom newts that I have.
Okay, you need to add a bloom stimulator. What type of system did you say it was?
It's a hydro.
Full-on recirculating hydro?
Yeah, or just in one tub.
But the water goes through and then is in the same tank and waters the plants?
So it's just in one reservoir.
What kind of hydro is it?
Deep water.
Okay, so it is recirculating.
Yeah.
Get some Cool Bloom liquid. It's nice and clean. Add that to your regimen, and you're going a full 65, 70 days because you didn't start adding that phosphorus until now. If you started adding phosphorus at week 2, into week 3, like day 14 to day 21, then you would be pulling about day 60. But you need to push it out and keep feeding heavy and increasing your base nutrient. The yellowing of your leaves is probably indicating that either, for one, it could be that nighttime temperatures are getting really cold, or the water's getting really cold, or it's older foliage. But it also could be that you don't have enough macronutrients, and you can misconceive what's going on as ripening. But it's not going to be ripening yet because your hash bar is going to go about 70 days at this point.
The yellow leaves that you have, are they like larger leaves that are lower in the plant?
Yeah, they're more towards the bottom.
Yeah, that's going to happen anyways. But what you really want to focus on is the overall color of the upper parts of the plant, staying a darker green. Are you noticing that they're lightening up a little bit?
Only a few of them have started to, but not too serious.
And they're probably right underneath the light too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so their metabolism's probably a little higher. So like Heavy T said, you're going to want to add that bloom stimulant, but as the plants mature, you also do bring up your base nutrient level a little bit, try like 100 ppm at a time or something like that. And the leaves that are yellowing down near the bottom, pull those off. And if there's any of those coffee straw branches down at the bottom coming off of those yellow leaves that are 6 inches long with a little teeny flower on top with some little baby leaves, take that off too. Because that's just stuff that's underneath that's stealing energy from above the plant.
Okay, so when to start flushing? Day 35, first off, is in week 6, right? Day 36 would be the start, I guess. Day 36 would be the end of week 6.
Would be 42 days.
No, that's not right.
Or,
No, that's the
sorry,
beginning
5.
of week 6.
Yeah, you're getting ready.
Day 36 is the end of week 5. There you go. And so you're starting week 6. Okay, full 8-week cycle is 56 days, and we say 8 weeks, but we're always looking at 60 days, pretty much. That is the magic number for most of our fucking strandivores that we grow. The hybrid strandivores that aren't overly sativa.
Can I ask you though, Heavy T?
Sure, ask me anything you want.
Typically, right, like if you were to add a bloom stimulator, what you would have done is after week 2, you would have started to add something like the liquid cool bloom that has a little lower number.
Yes, I would.
And then around week 4, about 7 to 10 days after you start adding that, you would start to transition into the heavier bloom boosters.
No.
And you would run those for about 2 weeks, and then at that point, you would stop running that stuff and start flushing.
Oh, my God.
But because you're in a DWC, flushing is going to happen really quickly.
Yeah. So DWC, 7 days before harvest, start just fresh water. You can put a specialty sugar in there like the Clear-X or the Flora Clean, whatever one you want to run. There's just specialty sugars that encapsulate the salt or the nutrient molecules and make them unabsorbable to the plant. So you could add it to your reservoir every time and keep watering it. You could add it for 2 or 3 days and then take it out and just give it fresh water. But you start flushing or depriving the plant of nutrient as it ripens, which is the tail end, the last 7 days.
So because he didn't add a bloom stimulant earlier, but you're telling him to like stretch
He's
it out,
extending it, yeah.
extend it out, would he maybe be better just to go to something a little heavier in the PK than the cool bloom?
I mean,
at this point, because he already missed that slowly transitioning with the cool bloom to the heavier thing?
It's like this. The transition is exactly the is that a verb? You know English. Is that a verb transition?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Is that an adverb? I don't know.
It
what
might be a pronoun.
It's a pronoun? I don't know English. You know, I know Pidgin. You want me to start speaking it all of a sudden?
Hey, brah.
Hey, transition, though, that's the appropriate word. It's like this. Like, you can't make the plant eat a steak if it never figured out how to eat some soft bread or like a milk, like a baby. You know?
What I meant by transition, though, would be that you like.
No, it's not going to have the same.
If you look at their feed chart, you would start with liquid cool bloom, and then you would switch to powder cool bloom.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying. But you add that high dosage rather than equal amounts of P and K, which you're talking about the transitional, the liquid, or the even parts. You either emphasize a shit ton of potassium or a shit ton of phosphorus at the end, and a lot of it is strain dependent. But you do that to make it tighten up. It's basically so much salt that it pulls out a lot of the hydration at the same time the ions go in there, and it like fucking bulks up, right? If you didn't do the bulking yet, or you didn't establish a flower there with the transitional, the even dose of a higher P and K, and you go straight to those salted ones, it's not going to have nearly the effect. You're going to tighten up a bunch of small shit.
So because he's getting a late start on adding any bloom boost,
you got to do the first step first.
Right. So maybe do the cool bloom liquid for like 3 to 5 days, and then switch over to the heavier cool bloom powder.
You want the cookies without the milk,
days.
brother.
Okay. And what should my ppms be around if it's just one?
Just one plant?
Yeah. Or
It
like
doesn't matter if it's 1 or 100. The plant.
Yeah.
Heavy T knows the feeding on the hash plant. So
yeah, if you're starting with RO water, you add in your liquid cool bloom and whatever stimulants that you have, right? Something that has the NPK on top, that's a number that's 2 or higher, you can add in. So you can add in bloom stimulants, you can add in certain enhancers, even CalMag, and you're going to get an EC or a ppm. Okay, and that could range from anything. You add the amount recommended by the nutrient company. The nutrient company, by the way, that has developed these nutrients specific for cannabis. They've done the heavy lifting. Trust in them, especially with the additives.
What's your EC now?
No, shut up. Now, as for the grower, where it comes in their observation and what they do per what they see, It's all around your base nutrient. It's around when you actually, it's the meat and potatoes of the plant, right? Everything else is there, and your meat and potatoes is going to tell it how it works. So how much meat and potatoes that you have this time, you're going to be anywhere from 800 to 1,100 parts per million of your base nutrient. And if that, once you add all the other additives first. So add all the other additives, take a reading. Let's say, for instance, all that says 500 parts per million. Okay? Or a 1 EC.
Right.
Go up to almost a 2.8 to a 3 EC by adding your base.
In an undercurrent?
Give it enough meat and potatoes to use what it needs. Yeah, absolutely. And this is why I say this. You can use less, Horty, like we talked about earlier in the show. But people have a misconception about over-fertilizing. A plant can't take up more than it can take up. Like if you're at a buffet full and you're full, you're going to stop eating at some point, even though there's all this food that you can still eat, right? Well, maybe not you, but a normal person, you know? And that's exactly what a plant does. It will reject certain stuff if it doesn't need it. It will take what it needs. Now, what happens with overfeeding is you having this abundance of nutrient then around the root zone, accumulating in the water, accumulating in the grow medium that starts throwing off the pH. It starts becoming food for bacteria and other nasty shit in your reservoir or in your grow medium. And that's where the overfeeding comes in, that if you have a bunch of salt decomposing or a bunch of sugar, we love to add sugars. Growers love to add so much fucking sugar and carbohydrate, right? If you add too much of that, what do you think you're doing? You're creating a food source for bacteria.
What's your EC at now?
It's around 1,500.
You're around 1,500 part per million?
How much of it is base?
Yeah.
1,500.
All of it.
All of it. Yeah. All of it.
So
you all about that base.
When you add the Cool Bloom liquid, it's going to go up
Hey,
a
put that
little
song
bit.
up for me.
Right?
Right.
All about that base. I think
So if I was you,
let
and
it
because
go.
you're not having any nutrient deficiencies,
ugly.
I would lower your base by about 100 ppm because
So
you're
then
going
I
to
can-
add the Cool Bloom to it, and you don't
Right.
want to overshoot. If you see that the
Yeah.
plant's lightening up or something, then maybe you would go down more, or
base.
you would add more. But at 1,500 ppm in an undercurrent where they use 30% less nutrients usually, seems like it's plenty of food and your plants are healthy. You just said the yellow leaves were lower, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to add the Cool Bloom, and
My
it's going to
yellow
make
leaves are
your
higher.
ppm go up. So I'd maybe just mix it at 1,400 and add the Cool Bloom, and then
Okay, but-
then record what that ends up being, so you can use your
Right.
observation and track it.
So I shouldn't go any higher than like 17 or something like that.
It's going to depend, but I would just be
it
careful.
probably
jumping.
won't be that high, brother.
Yeah.
Listen, brother.
The Cool Bloom will probably
Oh,
add like
shit.
100, 150 ppm to your total solution.
Cut that part out.
For sure.
All right, Nick, we got all these callers waiting.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a gallon of Turpinator. How you feel about that, brother? That's going to add some potassium as well as help bring out the esters and the terpenes.
Yeah.
In any grow, Turpinator should be a staple. You want to grow that fire, Turpinator's got the gas. You know what's good. They fill in the blanks. That's how Turpinator works. It's not going to make any genetic better than what is possible for it. It just fills in the blanks where you fucked up, Nick. So if you weren't maximizing something and you want to bring the fire out of the genetic, go get some Turpinator. It's fail safe, bro. I'm also going to give some Green Pad CO2 for indoor grow. It's the especially a small way to introduce CO2 into your garden. You hang them up, you give them a squirt. Let the CO2 rain down all over your plants. You know what's good with CO2. It is one of the building blocks that you need for photosynthesis. Water, light, and CO2. More CO2 you get, well, you speed up photosynthesis, right?
Yep.
Speed up all the intrinsic cycles of photosynthesis, like cell division and all that, for $30, 8 weeks worth of CO2.
Green Pad.
There ain't no better way to do it.
CO2
Get it at your
generator.
local hydro store.
Lord
Nick,
of mercy.
Muchas gracias, amigo.
He was stout.
Let's go to Illinois before we take a break. Illinois, Bobby D.
Hey, hey.
How you doing, Bob?
Doing well. Let me get you off speaker.
Mr. Dabalino,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Bob Dabalino.
Appreciate that.
He must be a-
Hey, it
a
is
vet.
Bobby D. Is it Dabalina? Is your last name Dabalina?
Close. Pretty close. Hey, fellas, what's going on? Hey, Chris, good to hear you guys.
Thanks, man. What's going on?
Hey, question about DWC. I didn't know. Read conflicting things if you could use beneficial bacteria. I've heard the environment's just a little too hostile with the aeration and stuff. Is it worth it at all buying expensive, bacteria additives for DWC?
I mean, if you want a headache,
Yeah.
right? If you want to set yourself up for disaster, if you want a challenge and you get a merit badge that says, "Hey, I grew DWC with bacteria instead of sterile." I mean, that's about it. Is it going to be that much better?
As far as I know from Dan Wilson, the guy from Undercurrent, Current Culture guy, the guy who invented that or put that particular system together, which, I mean, people have been building hybrid systems that did the same thing for years. He was the pretty much first person to bring it to the market with all of the, ironed out. Obviously, he had been playing with it, right? So he's known to be like the grandfather or whatever of it all. He even went as far as to develop his own nutrient solution that was completely sterile so that you wouldn't have no contamination, so you wouldn't have the issues that happen when you're running a system like that. Now, I have never heard him say that he likes or approves of any beneficial bacteria being used at all in his systems. And just like anything, it's such a perfect environment for the bacteria that what you end up with, you'll get like a film in there, like goo growing everywhere, coating roots, doing weird shit, making your pH fly off. As we've said on this show for over 7 years, if you're doing soil or like a cocoa, you can use some beneficials to help break stuff down. If you're doing a pure hydro recirculating system, keep it clean. And it's not worth the risk and the advantages of running the system with all that high oxygen and everything being available offsets the benefits that you would need to get from beneficials in a soil.
And most living organisms will drown in a water environment over time. And there's not a lot of grow medium in those systems to grab onto. You have your rocks that are already underwater potentially. If they are there, they usually need something to basically establish themselves, something that's porous enough. And we use non-porous grow mediums in recirculating DWC systems. Now, if you do find a correct bacteria, and there are some that you can use to sterilize or to try and add as root stimulants in your system, they need enough oxygen to survive. And if you don't keep your temperatures correct, like for instance, if you go from 72 to 75, the amount of available oxygen in your water is half. And that's small of a degree right there, Bobby. So if you can't control it with that type of precision, and you go anaerobic, where now the bacteria that was living in an aerobic oxygenated environment is now in an anaerobic environment, it dies, and it's biological matter that's what's a catalyst for root rot. It's a catalyst for all different types of shit to start growing, and it's going to become nasty real quick. It becomes like a swamp. Hydroponic systems are best when you use a sterile grow system, recirculating hydroponic systems. And let me be clear, there are non-recirculating hydroponic systems that you can use bacteria and fungi in because you're not recirculating it. And those are absorbent hydroponic systems. You can use big grow cubes like Rockwool. You can use cocoa, which is an inert hydroponic method that you drain to waste, and you're not recirculating bacteria or biologicals, and it's a one-off. You use it once, it now established and is living in the root zone in a highly oxygenated environment because it's not in water all the time. You're not drowning it. It goes from wet to dry. There's plenty of oxygen, especially in cocoa. You're looking at 30 to 35% available oxygen, even when it's saturated.
Okay, that's cool. Duly noted. Thanks.
So what do you do? You can use all different types of things. You can use. There used to be hydroponic, readily available hydroponic additives that had a small amount of copper in it that act as to sterilize your water. I would recommend to use some type of copper fittings in your plumbing from either bucket to bucket or pump to reservoir, and just that little copper, it will keep biologicals out of there, so it goes through it and it will be a sterilizing effect in there without having to add harsh chemicals or UV sterilizers or other things, bleach even. A lot of hydro guys will add a small dilution of bleach.
Or H2O2, but you have to be careful with that. But yeah,
bleach on a commercial scale is a lot, and it's like 0.005 ppm that you use. It's so minute, but it keeps everything sterile, and it doesn't affect the plants. But it's so small that for the novice grower or the home grower, I would never recommend it. I would always say hydrogen peroxide. And the hydrogen peroxide is you add it every 3 days at 1 milliliter per gallon of what you have, and it will keep everything clean. And you talked about the sludge that happens in DWC. Don't necessarily worry about sludge that you see. It looks like loogies maybe attaching to your cord lines or to the roots. A lot of times that's an indication of excess salt, so you're just using too much nutrient. And that's a good indication that, hey, I need to cut back on my EC or my ppm, and definitely clean that sludge out, because that sludge at the same time will become nasty and can become a catalyst as well.
Booyah.
All right, Bobby D.
Thanks, Bobby.
Bobby D. You the man, Bobby D.
One more quick question?
Nah.
Oh, man.
Go ahead. What is it? I got you. I'll do rapid fire.
DWC real quick again. Is there an advantage to using a 2-part or a 3-part or versus a 1-part?
Just use. I mean, that's the advantages would just be like ease of use.
Okay.
I know that they used to. They make their own specific nutrient, and then they also used to recommend HDI's Ionic series.
Okay.
But I would just use something, whatever you like to use. I wouldn't use anything with organic inputs.
No,
3-part. 3-part.
Yeah, GH 3-part, piece of cake.
Veg bloom powder.
Yeah, veg bloom powder, piece of cake.
I'm going to send you some powder nutrients, Bobby. I've got some powder nutrients in the back over there that are all hydroponic. I'm also going to send you a swag pack that includes a Botanicare sweatshirt. What size sweatshirt?
Extra large.
I'm going to send you a Botanicare limited edition sweatshirt and some stuff. It's going to be a value of about $100 coming out to you, Bobby.
Awesome. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. 562-653-0707. We got to take a quick break. While you hear these commercials, guys, this is what makes our show happen. All these people that leave in our show, they hey, can you turn the fucking shit down for 5
He's like, shut up already.
God damn it. Fucking, this guy's got
I thought because you're all about the bass.
Boom, boom, in my ride.
When you listen to the commercials, just go to the website and click on some things, check them all out. Our sponsors are legit companies that make it happen. You want to pop your grow off, roll with our sponsors right here on DFCRadio.com.
.com.
Saints fired. We need a sound guy.
Because you know I'm all about
People at the door knock. You keep on knocking, but you can't come in. The show is better when you're not coming in.
Did you lock it?
Yeah, I locked it. We need to just do me and you, not all these extra jokers.
We're back, DFZRadio.com.
Shake it like I'm supposed to do. Cause I got that boom boom that all the boys chase. All the right junk in all the right places. I see the magazines working out Photoshop. We know that shit ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. If you got beauty, just raise them up. Cause every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She says boys like a little more booty to hold at night. And no, I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, Hey, I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell them skinny bitches that. No, I'm just playing. I know y'all think you're fat, but I'm here to tell you every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass,
You are listening to the Heavy T Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Heavy T Grow Show. Dilly.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
Hey, I'm in the zone. Dude, this shit is awesome.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
That's Horty's Pimpin' 101.
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and the Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plantech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
Heavy T Grow Show. But dilly.
DFZRadio.com.
Hey, man, started early, huh?
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So I'm better off spending that extra dollar on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff Man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot at smartpots.com. You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on dfcradio.com.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Going down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right.
Yeah. Meow. Meow. Meow.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Hey, I'm in the zone. Dude, this shit is
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
The next level of growing is here. The growing revolution is here. DFCRadio.com. DFCRadio.com.
Riding through the city, bad bitch with me, stunning shades on, feeling like I'm get it. Riding through the city, bad bitch with me, stunning shades on, feeling like I'm get it. I be riding through my city, riding through the city, riding through the city, riding through the city, riding through the city.
It's BZ. Look, hop into that all black thing on them things. Haters jaw dropping, looking strange and deranged. I'd advise them lames to remain in their lane. I'm all about my change, even though I'm paid, I never change. I diddy bob on a bad bitch, beast in it, I go sad bitch. Haters stay on that mad shit, cause ain't there bitch in here average. Riding out on that boulevard, turn your neck and I'll pull your broad. Act tough and I'll pull your card, and that's just how the game go. Ain't got no time for no lame hoes and no silly niggas. Hub City nigga, and I'm riding around with these bad hoes, and I'm starting to feel like Diddy nigga. Stunning shades on, I'm in my zone, my bitch is Diddy nigga. More hoes on my phone, hoes in my home, that's on my city nigga.
Riding through the city, bad bitch with me, stunning shades on, feeling like I'm get it. Riding through the city, bad bitch with me, stunning shades on, feeling like I'm get it. I be riding through my city, riding through the 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 city.
Hey, hopping at that all black thing on them things. Haters jaw dropping, looking strange and deranged. I'd advise them lanes to remain in their lane. So get up out our way. This
Welcome back, Heavy T's Grow Show.
Some of y'all call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade.
I call it a sling blade.
Some mustard on your biscuits. Calling now.
562-653-0707. Calling now, cause your wife did yesterday.
What show's on?
On
Did they call into a show on Tuesday?
No.
There's no shows.
They just called. I get it now.
They
They
just called for me.
you.
Oh, I
They
just popped a
called
Zell on my nose. Does anyone see Dr. Pimple Popper?
Did you record it?
Yeah,
I was just
I've
gonna
seen
ask
it.
So
you.
good. Oh, so good. I love it. So satisfying. Just
You're a sick human being.
Search hashtag pimple popping on IG.
Scrotal cyst, pimple popper.
Change your life. Let's go to the phone lines, Hans. Over in Oklahoma, it's my boy Davio calling in. ¿Qué onda? Dave, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, Dave. How are you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing fine over here.
Thank you, sir. What's your question?
Oh, I got a couple, but this is my first time ever listening to you guys, and this is our first year of being able to have a home grow legally. And I started out growing a few plants, and I crashed and burned on a couple of them, and I'm at the end of my summer grow, and I'm going to be taking them down, and so I'm trying to figure out what to do for the winter time.
Well, move your ass indoors.
Inside.
Yeah.
Last year's grow inside wasn't as successful, so I had a problem with soil gnats and a few other critters like that invaded on me. So I want to start out a little bit better this time. So the people at the dispensary where I shop at, they gave me your card and said give you a buzz and watch your show, and this is my first opportunity to be able to take a peek at you guys.
Well, check it out.
That's basically what I'm doing, listening and checking out and maybe trying to get some info about how to start out a good grow in Oklahoma this winter.
Dave, I hope it's not your last time listening to us.
Oh, no. This is my first time, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Well, that's great. Now, if you came
Thanks,
out to California...
I washed my hair just for you tonight, buddy.
If you saw the weed that we grew, you would be like, damn, I'm going to listen to these guys more often.
Yeah.
So let's talk about setting up your indoor grow. I don't want to hear about last season. We can go down that trail, Horty, and I know that you like to do that. But let's talk about this season. You know you fucked up last year. What are your intentions for this year? Let's identify the space that's indoors where you want to grow. Where is it? How big is it?
Well, I'm working on a little shop that I have, and it's a 10 by 10. And I got a 6 by...
Now, is it completely insulated that you can control the
I'm
environment?
going to insulate the whole thing, and then I got 2 grow tents that I'm going to put inside that to be able to isolate.
But why do you want 2 grow tents? Are you going to have a veg and a bloom area?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to be able to isolate each area in that room.
Okay, it's not a bad idea to do that, and grow tents are an easy way to do it. But another easy way, if you have the know-how and the skills, just build out an area. It's going to be less costly as far as lumber and drywall and all of that, and you can make it precisely the size that you want. Grow tents are limited in the sizes that are available. They're not customizable.
Yeah, add windows to this room on the east side and the south and west side. It's going to be a greenhouse with a top on it.
Okay. Well.
Don't do that.
Nonetheless, let's talk about what's at hand. You need to move indoors right now. Like you said, it's your end of your summer crop. The summer's over, brother. It's going to get cold as fuck. It probably already is cold as fuck.
Yeah, I brought them inside yesterday.
Okay, so it's a 10 by 10.
I'm going to start harvesting tomorrow.
It's a 10 by 10 area. As someone that has grown in Michigan and knows growers in Michigan, Horty, you know dealing with winter crops, even with the indoor grower, is a lot different than it is in Southern California or temperatures that are more average throughout the year. So you have to know what's going on. You're probably going to have to add heat and whatnot. But what we're looking at in a 10 by 10 area, if we're not limited by electricity, I'm looking at a solid 4 lights, a 24,000 watt BTU AC to make sure that I can keep that cool and climate controlled even when the lights are on if the days get hot or when I get into spring and I'm not quite done there yet. So I have the availability to control the temperature, and then an 80-pint ideal air dehumidifier in there will be enough to temper that. As far as heat and stuff, that's where my grow experience, being a Southern California boy, is limited when we're talking about cold temperatures outside, right? So the heating part of that is going to be different than what I know, but you move them in and you grid it out so you fully illuminate that entire area, right? How many watts per square foot do you think, Horty?
I think that you're dead on with 4 1000s would cover the 10 by 10 area, but he wants to put a bloom and a veg in that area, so it would be a little different. My thing to you is that, I mean, you're talking about putting windows into the grow. And like if you're doing an indoor grow, you don't want any windows. Ultimately, you want a sealed room that's light tight, that no outside light will leak into, that's air conditioned and or heated, depending on the time of the year and the climate where you live, that has CO2 enrichment to replace the fresh air that the plants aren't getting from outside, and a dehumidifier. So you want a sealed room. I wouldn't want any windows. Number one, it's going to let light in from outside, and that's going to fuck with your plants that you're trying to grow indoors. But also, they're not insulated, so they're going to allow a lot of the cold air to come in. You're going to have to heat the room, because we all know that in cold places, anywhere near a window is cold, right?
Excellent. Yeah, I'm dealing with that right now. I just draped my windows to cover the temperature change for the next few days.
In your shop, do you have the ability to build a 10 by 10 room with a door?
I'm going to tear the windows part out, and I can just go back with a straight stud wall in there.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah.
And also, Dave, the reason I would do that is height restrictions. I talked about being restrictive in a tent. It's mainly the height. If we put 1,000-watt lights in there, which I recommend for a 5x5 area, if you want to get 2+ pounds per 5x5 area, you need to run some double-ended Nanolux 1,000-watt light fixtures in there and get them all the way up to the ceiling. If you're in a tent and it's only 6.5 feet tall, you're going to have a bunch of little bonsai trees down there. Fuck that. Right. I want like 3 or 4 foot plants in there, a nice hedge about chest high where I can work and I don't worry about burning the plants.
And also, why do you want a bloom and a veg in that 10 by 10 area? Are you planning on vegging plants to take outdoors later, or are you planning on a perpetual harvest, or like why don't you just?
Like I say, I'm just getting started. I'm calling
do
you
you have?
guys
Okay, I got you.
An idea, get a better grasp of what I'm doing now. I was going to put those windows in there, and I got a guy coming over to help me frame up the floors and stuff in the next week or so to start building on that thing, because I already had something built. I'm tearing it down except for the floor, and I'm going to go back up.
Okay, so yeah, seal it up.
And building out there, instead of putting the windows in it, I'll just put a door and make the walls all sheetrock.
Exactly. And now do that, and then are you going from clones or from seed?
I'm going to start with, I don't know. I just want to try autoflowers, because I never tried those, and I wanted to maybe try the scrogging deal I've seen those guys do. There's a lot of different things I want to play with.
Okay, so let's
I've waited all my life to be able to do this.
Yes, I feel you, Dave. Yeah. So Dave, I hear what you're saying. You're looking at all this different information out there online through your friends, through the grocery stores, dispensary, everywhere, and you're like, a lot of people are using these tents. I'm looking at that. It seems easy, this or that. No, as people that have grown for 25+ years each, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot easier and better for you to build your grow room. If I were you, this is what I would do. I would dedicate about a 15 by 20 foot area for my bloom area to allow for storage and walking space in between my 4 to 6 lights in that area. Right, if you have that extra space and you can do that, can you build something that big for a bloom area?
Not.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, I don't know about for.
Okay. Well, let's stop. Let's stick within the. My bad. Let's stick within the dimensions that you said. A 10 by 10 area dedicated to bloom, and then put a 4x4 tent with high output T5s for your veg. Simply off to the side, and build a dedicated 10 by 10 bloom chamber that's completely controlled environmentally with CO2 infused, air conditioning, dehumidification, no windows, no air exchange, controlled environment agriculture, CEA. Everyone that's starting anew in these states that are coming online, that is the buzzwords that you need, the acronym that you need. No air exchange. There's the only reason for air exchange is to bring in cooler temperatures and higher CO2 levels. Well, if I add my green pad CO2 and I got a dehumidifier and an air conditioner in there, I can control the climate perfectly. Right, I can control it perfectly. So I create my little oasis in there.
Oh, wow.
75 to 80 degrees with 50% humidity. These plants are going to freaking thrive in there, brother.
You have central heating and air conditioning in the 10 by 10 or in the whole shop?
The whole shop.
And how big is the whole shop?
It's 15 by 25.
Okay, yeah.
And what I'm adding on to it is the 15 by 18. And so I was wanting to take and make the 8-foot that I'm adding on to maybe that bloom room that you're talking about.
Yep.
And
There you
then
go.
have the other part is my veg and getting started or whatever. Is the bloom and veg the same, or is it a flower room?
No, bloom and flower are the same. Vegetative,
Okay, so all right, so
vegetative
that way
is
I'd have a room for my flowering,
Yep.
bloom and flower, and then the other big room to do all my cloning and vegging and all that stuff.
You got it.
But see, I got some stainless steel tables that I used to be a barbecue guy, and I had a restaurant, so I got a lot of stainless steel stuff that I want to use to do all my prepping and growing and stuff on.
Your veg
You have the nicest looking growing
right,
room
exactly,
right now.
right?
His clone room and
Like-
shit.
like a commercial kitchen.
It looks like Dexter in there.
Everything's
He's like,
on wheels and shit.
Your veg and clone area does
got
not
big old
need to
butcher
be
knives.
as big as your bloom area.
Take cuts.
Fuck.
Well, see, I'm just a personal grower. I don't have a commercial deal.
No, but what I'm saying is your bloom and veg area, okay?
Yes.
Your bloom area is going to be much larger than your veg area.
Over double the size.
Yeah, the veg area only needs to be like a 4x4, 5x5 area
But
to
listen.
have clones and mom plants in to get ready to put into the bloom area. So you don't need a 10x10 bloom and a 10x10 veg.
I'm going to switch you to this other. I got to switch phones because the battery's going dead on this one.
All right, run.
I got you. Let me turn this other one off.
This is the first.
Dave and Oak.
This is the first.
Homer, yeah.
His phone's
Has
gonna
a
grow.
Dexter laboratory chopping down some plants.
Growclahoma.
10 by 10 with windows in it. Not a good idea.
And if you can, I'd hook that central heating and air conditioning room. The central heating and air, I would re-pipe it and just have it control the area that you're going to grow in.
I haven't put it in yet.
Just have it in the room that you're using. You know what I mean? Don't try to do the whole shop with it. Just hook the thermostat up in the 10 by 10 and put all the return and all the ducting from the central heating and air directly into that room, and then you can just set the climate and forget it. But you're still going to need to add a dehumidifier to help dehumidify, even though the AC will do some of that, because there's going to
It'll
be
do
an
a
excess. There's going to be an excess of humidity in the room.
Yeah.
So you're going to need a dehumidifier to help remove that. But if you put the central AC and heater directly connected to that 10 by 10 room and not sucking air from the bigger shop or blowing any air, just install it like you're only putting it in that 10 by 10 area, and it will control your temperatures for you, and you can easily run, 4 1000 600s with 3 by 9 on
what was
each
it
wall
called
with
that-
a hallway down the middle, like a aisle down the middle of the 10 by 10
Yeah,
even.
exactly. A nice gridded out bloom room, flower room, and
Last
then you.
year I had the Viparis Spectrums.
Okay, now what you need to do is just start punching yourself in the dick right now as you talk about it.
He doesn't get it.
I know. Listen, the Viper Spectra, yeah.
Yeah.
All due respect to your purchase, those are not going to have a place in your new grow.
Okay, I figured that, but I just was letting you know what I had last year and what I was using and everything, and so what you're talking about, these 1,000 watts, how in comparison to wattage and electrical usage is those going to be?
Let's talk about our goals.
Okay.
What is your goal as a personal grower?
I want to grow 12 plants for me and the wife.
And to harvest as much as possible, the highest quality as much as possible.
Try to develop my own little strains as things go.
Great. And the Vibrus, how do you say Vibrus Spectra, Dutch? You know how to say it?
I'm not sure about
Vibrus
those
Spectra,
ones, yeah.
whatever it is. Yeah, where did it fall short for you?
That's
And
as close as I can figure out.
so
You did a good job on my plants. I mean, for first time trying.
Okay. I mean, listen, brother.
Then in my tent, but like I say, I don't know what I'm doing.
Would 2 pounds per light be too much for you to grow?
Oh, no.
With 4 lights, if you got 8 pounds every 2 months or so, would that be too much?
I wouldn't be able to. I'd have to start getting.
So that's too much. Let's tone it down then. That's about what you would get if you put 4,000 watts in there. So let's bring it down a little bit. 600 watts, right? You're looking at maybe a pound to a pound and a half off each. So 4 to 6 pounds every 2 to 3 months. So would that be too much for you and your wife?
That'd be fine.
Okay, so that's about where you want to be, right? So you need to have, on a 4-lighter, about 600 watts per light to accomplish that.
Or you could just go with less lights and less space.
The goal is to get about 1 gram per watt, right? And that Vibra Spectra that you had, even though it may say 1,000 watt, you got to look at the draw. It's probably only pulling about 130, 150 watts. And that's probably about what you got. You probably, and I'm guessing that you got less than a half pound off that light.
Yeah.
Okay, but it was good enough because you had good genetics probably, and you were passionate about it, and you were in there taking care of your plants like you should.
From the 80s.
But when the number one factor for failure is environment, my man, and we start with the light with that. For all these new guys out there that want to do your best.
Yeah.
Don't skimp on the light and talk about energy consumption as much because you're going to be billed kilowatts per hour no matter what. So if you have a light that's only pulling 150 watts, yeah, that's going to be less wattage. That's going to be less energy consumption. Your bill is only going to, in Oklahoma, I don't know, it might be $10.
I just was kind of trying to figure out the.
Right, but listen, the comparison is this. You want to get 1 gram per watt. So what's that worth to you? If you have 1,000 watts, you go to your electric bill, I'm getting billed a kilowatt per hour. Kilowatt is 1,000 watts. So every hour I have this 1,000 watts on, it's going to tell you in cents on your electric bill what you are paying. Multiply that times 12 a day times 30 days. That's a month. That's how much you're going to be paying. In Southern California, our electric is pretty expensive. I know Oklahoma utilities are usually a lot less.
Oh, yeah.
And subsidized and all that stuff. And a lot less people's, but we are paying basically $100 to $125 a month for 1,000 watt to be on 12 hours a day. So if I had 4 lights on in my area, I'm looking at $500, $600, right? But if I'm growing 8 pounds every 2 months and it costs me in that 2 months $1,200.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you got to weigh the two things, right? Like reward and cost.
I get you.
So yeah, you put it on a 150 watt light and it's only $10 a month, but you're only getting QP every 2 months.
And you got to buy weed.
You got to go to the pot shop and buy fucking $1,200 worth of weed when you could have $8,000 worth of weed and you only spent $250 in electricity.
I know what I'm growing.
And I'm also not sure of the laws in Oklahoma, but what if you had an extra, like, too much than you needed, and
you
your
gifted your
dispensary
buddy.
could maybe take it from you?
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm that where I live that I can do that right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't even talk about that. There's no distribution. So
I'm trying to make money.
Okay, so let's rewind it a little bit, Dave, and because we got to go, we got other callers waiting.
Hey, yeah.
No, listen, listen. I want to recap what we talked about. Build out your grow room. Make it at least 8 to 10 foot ceiling so you can put more wattage in there. The higher the ceiling, it's going to give you more, basically leeway to do what you need to do. The tents are constrictive because of the height. So make them at least 8.5 to 10 foot ceilings in that 10 by 10. No matter what, if you make it a 4 by 8 bloom room, put 10 foot fucking ceilings in there.
If you can.
Yes. Okay. And you need 5,500 BTU of air conditioning to cool off every 1,000 watts. So if you put 1,200 watts, let's say you put 600 watts in there, and you want to control the environment, keep it closed, you only need 6,000 watts or 6,000 BTU of air conditioning to cool those off, right? These are things that you need to think about. You're going to infuse CO2. I would use bottles and regulator. And I would look after some quality genetics. You heard us talk with, what's this dude's name? The Coco Ninja 562 with some quality genetics if you're on social media. But you can You can get quality genetics from a lot of different places now. Make sure that you stick with 1 or 2 at the most different strains. Don't grow 27 different strains. They're not going to. They're going to have all different types of requirements in time, food, lighting, temperatures, all that. You're just going to be chasing your tail.
Like a couple of 600s would work for me then, huh?
I think you would,
yeah.
and you would get 2.5 pounds. Hitting it out of the park, you would get a.
What brands do you guys, your companies that you're advertising online there? That's a really good light.
Listen, even if it was just a $200, 600-watt magnetic sun system core ballast, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dave, do you have an email?
Yes, I do.
Maybe
Okay,
give it to the screener. Give it to the
what I'm
screener.
going to do is I'm going to walk over to the screener right now, and I'm going to get your email address from him, and I'll personally email you and help you come up with a good design plan for that 10x10 area, like over email. How's that sound?
Pictures.
That way we can get you the right amount of lights, make sure you have the right amount of cooling, and blah, 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 and get it all set out.
All right, I'll send you some pictures of my little setup that I'm trying to tear down and go with. to
Perfect,
start
and then I can look at the pictures and get diagrams, and then
Hey,
we'll work from there. So I'm going to go get you.
We'll do that right now.
Stay
We'll do
online.
that right
I'm going
now.
to go grab the number from the screener.
Dave, I'm also going to send you some Green Pad originals and some Mission fertilizers along with some smart pots, the pattern and fabric pot. Don't fuck around. Mess with any Chinese knockoff. The smart pots made in America right there in Oklahoma. The #1 fabric.
I love this caller.
Vinny. Vinny.
What's up, player?
What's up, player? Hey, you got the Pall Mall or the Newport going?
I don't smoke none of that shit.
I'm gonna smoke 2 more cigarettes.
Straight weed, man.
All right, you on with Dutch.
Dutch,
What up?
where you at, player? Oh, hold on.
He's right here.
I'm right here. I'm here.
1 second.
All right.
Don't trip. 1 second. Just give me 1 second, dude. Don't trip.
Okay.
This is goddamn. All right, there we go. Anyways, hey, Dutch.
Yep.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Since heavy ass T can't answer, where the fuck's Duff Man, fool?
Oh shit. I don't know. To be honest, Duff Man's
Hey,
probably
dude, I've been
living
watching
his
the
life.
show a hell of a minute, but
I know.
I'm a stranger because nobody knows nothing.
I feel you, but Duff
Where's
Man,
Duff? Where's fat ass Breeze?
Dude, hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's
Breeze is
hard one.
around.
That was a hard one. Yeah, Breeze is around. That was a hard
Duff?
one. Though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Breeze.
you going
Where
there,
I'm at.
player? You
Hey,
going
Breeze,
there?
where I'm at. What up, baby?
He's going there.
Duff might have been
But
like
Duff,
Murph.
I think I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly. He like fell off once. Like he was going through whatever he was going through. He was having issues
tweaking or what?
not being on the show. I don't know. I was like pills or something. That was the rumor. And then like literally, he fell off the face of the earth, dog. Like he just ain't nobody seen him. Ain't nobody talked to him.
Ain't no one care.
Well, you know that's
Yeah,
I wouldn't
but
go
come
that
on,
far.
You guys act like you're a fan band one day, and the next day like fuck him, let him die and shit.
If he dies, he dies.
Hey, I'm not like that's
Welcome,
not
welcome
me.
to the heavy T
Not
circle.
me,
Welcome to
no,
DMZ
not me.
Radio.
Not me. Not me.
Hey, radio is a hell of a business.
Hey, radio's one thing, but real life's another.
Yeah, so in real life, we still don't talk to that fucker.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. You guys
I guess, you know,
jumping
him
on
and
shit
Heavy-
every time you cross the street.
Yeah, I've known him since first grade, and now I don't know him at all.
Yeah, Heavy T and him had a falling
I've
out.
kind of been there.
Yeah.
What did he do to you? It was so bad.
Are we having a therapy session? Put on
We
some
can.
put on some low key message.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
What?
The show ain't going nowhere. We might as well.
This motherfucker, you called twice tonight, and it ain't going nowhere.
Hey,
You
it's a good
fascinated
question.
as hell.
It's a good question. What happened? What happened with Duff?
What happened with what?
You said fuck him. We want to know what happened.
So this is what happened. Do I really want to say? You want me to get what really happened?
I mean,
the
you're
fans
not
are
gonna
demanding
criminalize
to
yourself
know.
or anything, right?
Okay,
You're not gonna go to jail,
hey,
right?
Duff's alive. Okay, let's just be clear about this.
So
Duff is alive.
We
okay?
stopped seeing eye to eye on several things, both in business and in
I'm
life.
just asking, goddamn. I want to,
I just told you. Por why you no listen?
I know this because I cannot hear this. No shot.
Escucha mi voz, cabrón.
No shot so stinky.
Goddamn pedazos, cabrón. All right. I know, my languages are tight. Hold on. Vinny, we still got another cigarette to smoke together.
Yeah, all right, I'm ready.
All right, let's light these up. Who gave us these little roaches, by the way?
Hey, shout out to fucking easy cannabis waste.
Can't even open it.
It's so hard to open.
How do they have problems?
Press to release.
People gave it to them to throw away. Say you're dead from that one. I heard you.
No, hey, listen, we wish nothing but the best to Duff and his future endeavors.
I'm just wondering. It's like kind of crazy. Like all of a sudden, he's gone.
Yeah, he it wasn't all of a sudden. It's been like a year.
Well, hey, I listen to the show all the time, but you feel like hide facts.
Why don't
very
you answer,
cryptic.
Horty?
It's very cryptic over here.
It's not
What's up,
cryptic.
Horty?
What up?
We're trying to smoke together. Anyways, let's go to a break.
Horty.
Vinny,
Hey, Horty, what's up, Horty?
go ahead.
What's up with you?
Gee, I'm just chilling, dude. Watch this fucking game. Boring as fuck. They lost.
Who lost?
Nationals win.
Nationals won.
Yeah.
All right, thank God.
I mean, it's all good. I don't give a fuck who wins.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, it's not the Doyers, so fuck them.
Yeah. I'm going to still need that light, though.
Shit, we ain't sending you no light, sucker. Give me a lighter.
Anyways,
All right, man. Thanks for calling in, Vinny.
I wish I had more information on Duff for you, man.
It's me too.
that's fucked up, man.
I know,
you guys
man.
just let him die.
Well, we sent him off into the sunset with his wife.
What's that guy from Howard Stern, the one that fucking did so much fucking cocaine? He fucked his nose up.
Oh,
Artie?
what was that?
yeah.
Fucking Artie Lang.
Horty?
Artie,
Hey,
yeah.
that's your fucking Artie Lang right there, bro.
Oh my God. That's fucking
Fuck yeah. Horty Lane. That's what I'm going to be for
No, he was
Thanksgiving.
talking about
That's your Artie, bruh.
Who Duff is?
Is it Duff or Cordy? Which are you referring to?
Fucking deaf, apparently. Horty parties.
Horty Party.
Yeah.
Parties.
Artie Lane's a bitch if his nose doesn't work.
Right?
He's to step his game up.
Look at some fat nigger bitch fucking sat on
Whoa!
That's the N-bomb.
I didn't hear nothing.
Shit happens, my
You ever been
ninja.
called a cracker?
I didn't hear
You ever been
nothing.
called a cracker? You ever been called a cracker? You ever been called a cracker? You ever been called a wetback or a cracker or a nigger? Same thing, homie. Come on. It's 2019 is be realistic.
Hey, what do they call Eskimos?
You're the most real person that's ever called on this fucking show.
Hey, I'm gonna come by for my prizes though, like 4 weeks.
Okay, slide through.
Dutch said,
Sure.
Dutch
Yeah,
said slide through for the prize tonight.
Slide through
He'll
for
meet
sure.
you out back.
Slide
I'll
through.
come through right now.
Slide through for sure.
Dutch said slide through in the back alley and meet him
No,
out
you
there.
don't have to go through the back.
No problem.
You don't have to
Hey,
go through the back.
so Duff come through, suck my dick.
All right. Guess
All right.
what? Two more cigarettes and you in there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
till
Hey.
next week,
Hey.
man.
For sure.
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah.
Till next
Please
week.
call in next week.
Vinny. Vinny.
Oh, I'm going to.
Vinny.
You ain't got nothing else for me.
Vinny. Vinny.
All right, I'm going to the
It's
bathroom.
boring, man. Come on.
Vinny, what do you do with your jacket when you come inside? Hang it up. All right, 562-653-0707. That is the phone number. Marcus is here also to talk to Dutch.
What is going on?
Dutch. Marcus.
Yo.
What's up, man? I almost went to break, but you were hanging on for so long. I wanted to talk grow with you. What's up?
Heavy T in real life, if you would have gone to break, I was going to hang up too.
In real life.
It's getting real out here.
Cool story.
I feel you. Now, what's going on?
Yeah, so yo. So I've been stuck around basically 3 units for my last 4, maybe 5 grows.
On what wattage?
1100 true LED watts.
So you got 3 pounds off 1,100 watts.
Yeah.
And what's the problem?
I mean, I'm more. I want more. What do you mean?
The more light, fool.
You need more light.
Hang up with more lights. You are straight crushing the game. You're talking about that you're getting straight up like a gram 0.68 or something.
Yeah, a great ratio to
per wattage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a mass per watt, that ratio is that you're on top tier.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you want to get more wattage? I mean, dude,
Yeah, you need to add another one of those lights, and then you'll get double.
listen,
You know what
to
I mean? That's what it is.
maximize yield for anyone else that's not striding as big as you are right now, I would tell them talk about environment. I would talk about CO2. I would talk about feeding schedule, making sure they're on point, pruning, scrogging, training, all those things. Dude, if you're hitting that number legitimately dry weight,
Yeah, dry weight. Yeah.
we'll check it out, man. I got a show for you on this network because that's
I
all.
can't add any more lights, so that's kind
So
of
yeah,
why I went
so
with
like
LEDs.
so at that wattage, you're literally maxed out. You've maximized its potential in every category.
I think
Like,
you just called in to brag, really, Marcus.
I see. What's that? What'd you say?
You just called in to brag.
It's a humble brag.
This feels like I'm getting 3 pounds off 600 watts. What? I need more.
I need more.
Yeah.
You greedy motherfucker. Some of these motherfuckers can't even get a fucking pound of fucking light.
Right.
I've been kicked out of better grows than this.
Just straight up, I have nothing to add to try and help you out any
I
further.
didn't, I'm in Tennessee, man. I don't have anyone to compare it to.
Well, listen, straight up, you and all the other Duff-Free soldiers out there, the goal is a gram a watt. Gram a watt of true watts you got up. If you're doing that, you are doing something.
You're welcome.
You're
welcome.
If you're north of a gram and a half, you're probably using Fafaloto, Growing Blue Dream. But I'm not judging.
And again, you're welcome.
But
it's for seed, man. I grow different things,
so you have multiple strains that you're hitting that stride. You're hitting that stride with different strains.
Yeah, different strains.
Man, I can't. Let's just do this for you, bro.
Yeah.
If I could reach out to Tennessee and pat you on the back, I would. But what I can do is send you some of that Purpinator to try out. Put that in your garden. You've been hanging on so long. I'm gonna send you $100 worth of Purpinator. That's gonna help bring out the full quality. So even though you're killing the game on weight, now hopefully you're killing the game on quality. You calling in 562-653-0707. Oh, someone named Marcos Pollo's got a grow question. I got a feeling this might be who was the last guy that we had to hang up on.
Oh, yeah.
He's back.
This is Vinny again. Let's take a quick break, yeah. Let's do a break. Come back if he's still there. We'll talk to him, but we're going to do a grand prize after this as well. Follow our sponsors. Make sure you check out all of our past episodes. It's on the on-demand section of DFZ Radio, also on YouTube. And, of course, the Chef Show's over there. It's called Don't Waste Your Time Watching the Chef Show. It's right there.
Put us on High Times TV if you wanted to not watch. If you wanted to not watch it, it's right there.
It's called Bitch Slaps and Chin Straps.
That's going to be the name of my new album.
Hell yeah.
Oh, my God. Look at this guy.
I'm writing that down.
Look at this guy.
Thank you, Horty.
Take it easy over there, big cock swinger guy. Heavy T's Grow Show. DFZ Radio.
DFZradio.com.
To that all black thing on them things. Haters jaw dropping, looking strange and deranged. I'd advise them lames to remain in their lane. I'm all about my change, even though I'm paid, I never change. I diddy bob on a bad bitch, beast in it, I go savage. Haters stay on that mad shit, cause ain't there bitch in here average. Riding out on that boulevard, turn your neck and I'll pull your broad. Act tough and I'll pull your card, and that's just how the game go. Ain't got no time for no lame hoes and no silly niggas. Hub City nigga, and I'm riding around with these bad hoes, and I'm starting to feel like Diddy nigga. Stunning shades on, I'm in my zone, my bitch is Diddy nigga. More hoes on my phone, hoes in my home, that's on my city nigga.
Riding through the city, bad bitch with me, stunning shades on, feeling like I'm Diddy. Riding through the city, bad bitch with me, stunning shades on, feeling like I'm Diddy. I be riding through my city, riding through the city, riding through the city, riding through the city, riding through the city.
Hey, hopping at that all black thing on them things. Haters jaw dropping, looking strange in the range. I'd advise them lames to remain in they lane. So get up out our way, this 100 entertainment. Dollars over everything, blow cash. Crew coming through, you got no cash. Looking like them niggas that I see before. Low cash, whoa, that's too deep for 'em. Slow it down, Beezy baby. I'm just keeping it street for 'em. They knowin' now that Beezy brazy. Ain't got no time for no lame hoes and no silly nigga. Hub City nigga, I'm riding around with these bad hoes and I'm starting to feel like Diddy nigga. Stunning shades on, I'm in my zone, my bitch a Diddy nigga. More hoes on my phone, hoes in my home, that's on my biddy nigga.
Riding through the city, bad bitch with me, stunning shades on, feeling like I'm Diddy. Riding through the city, bad bitch with me, stunning shades on, feeling like I'm Diddy. I be riding through my city, riding through the city, riding through the city, riding through the city, riding through the city, feeling like I'm Diddy.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Dude, this shit is insane.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy T's Grow Show. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I love it.
Hey,
Every day.
Thank you for
Every
the
Wednesday.
thank you for the birth.
You gonna go get the green
and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plantech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
DFCRadio.com.
This is the Legion.
You are listening to Heavy T's Grow Show on DFZ Radio Network.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a Duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Don't you put that evil on me!
Heavy T.
Heavy T hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right, that's right.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Dude, this shit is
Love that money.
Heavy T Grow Show, baby.
That's Horty's Pimpin' 101.
She said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty. In the worst way. You thirsty. In the worst way. Nigga, you thirsty. In the worst way. You be telling her the same shit she heard. Yeah. If you send your bitch my direction, I bet I won't give her no attention, no affection. Same old questions. Nigga, you thirsty. Your mind on the pussy, in my mind where a purse be busy. Boy, I make the shit look easy. She know I don't want her for that very fact she need me. I'm Easty. But I grew up in the West. They hear me loud and clear. That's why this ear up on my chest. 100 gang running things, know that. That's why the bitch catch me where the dough at. And you can say that pussy.
Yo, what is? Welcome back, Heavy T's Grow Show, right here on the one and only Tiny Joint Radio. You know, this is still your mom's favorite grow show, Vinny. Hang on, I'll get to you. Let's go to Marco Polio. What up, Marco Polio?
Marco Polio. How you doing?
What's good, man?
Yeah. Just wanted to say, man, thanks for your help. Just wanted to say, Heavy T, Grow Show, you got a bomb.
I appreciate that, my man. Like, listen, we do this and we have some fun. We have been doing it for 10 years. Ironically, people ask about people that have come and gone, Horty, in the totality of the Heavy T Grow Show. And we love each and every one of those characters and people that have been on the air with us behind the scenes. And we couldn't have done it without them. But at the end of the day, the Heavy T Grow Show is Heavy T, Horty Chris, and now Dutch Master.
Yeah. To the Dutch man. You too, man. Dutch man. Mr. Dr. Botman.
But
AKA.
we just try to make it happen for you, and I appreciate the love, man. In fact, I'm going to send... I got this 10-pack of Turtle Tech seeds right here.
Don't do it.
He's in Long Beach.
Don't do it.
You come in for More Trees, Less Assholes limited edition shirts, and rolled up inside could be some of these very special beans for you.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually, give it.
You know what I'm saying, brother. Is that how you say? Brother and sister. Over here, this is the big brother.
You're literally the worst. Oh, but no, I think that's a good call on those. Giving those to the local guy.
Hey, it's a gift.
Absolutely.
I can give these away. They're a gift to me
because he's not going to plant them either. You know.
All you guys are special to me, man. You know what I mean? We have a common bond together.
Yeah.
Growing. You know, and I always like to take consideration from you guys.
We all have a common bond. Even when we talk shit to callers and each other, it's the love. Yeah. It's just the banter going back and forth. But that's the plant is what binds us all. Why you call in? Yeah, you get free grow gear and you get hooked up. But more than that, man, we all want to grow the fire. We all want to grow better. And
Lord of mercy.
And being able to talk in a conversation and break down walls of what we thought was right or what we thought would work or wasn't, or opening up our eyes. I talk to callers. I talk to vendors. People come in here and blow my mind. Like, I never try and act like I know everything. I just try and get people to the end. There's a lot of different ways to skin the cat, get to the end successfully. And if we can help you do that, then I did my job. And I've been doing it for 10 years. So obviously we've been doing it right. I appreciate you, Marco, man. Stay up. Stay safe over there in Southern California.
Grand prize question.
The grand prize question as well.
Stay tuned and listen.
Listen. Before we do grand prize question, this dude is on one. Guess who's back?
I already know who's back.
How about we do the question and then listen to this douchebag, so then we can go to commercial and come back.
Okay. Good.
Give them time to hear the question and figure it out.
No. This guy we're going to go to right after the question.
Yeah, I'll just ask the question and then we'll go to this guy.
Okay, the grand prize question is?
The grand prize question is Calibud 562.
Yeah.
Called in earlier. Was that him?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Who was the guy that called in earlier?
Coco Ninja.
Oh, it was Coco Ninja? What state of the great United States of America is Coco Ninja from?
The island.
That's the question.
Okay.
All right. What state
would you assume that he's from?
Coco Ninja 562, the turtle. And I think it's actually pronounced the turtle.
Brada.
Okay, let's get now to our number one fan for tonight. Finishing his second Newport, it's Vinny. Vinny, are you there? Vinny, did you hang up? I think you have 5, 4, 3.
Yo, Vinny.
2,
Wetback cracker, wetback cracker, ninjas. Ninjas
Yeah.
eat crackers with a wetback of water.
There he is. Vinny. Vinny.
Fucking doing it.
Turn down.
Who am I talking to?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, who are you
Fucking
talking to?
Yo, what are you doing, dog? You getting the stinky pinky going? Vinny.
He's wet on that formaldehyde. Vinny, what's up, man?
I think he hung up.
He's been smoking that synthetic marijuana.
Oh, it's called Spice.
Spice. He's on Spice.
He's on Eagle 20 in his vape
Dropping
pen.
the N-word like a pirate with a hard R.
All right, let's do the grand prize again.
The grand prize question is, Coco Ninja, where is he from?
Coco Ninja 562.
What state of the great United States of America is Coco Ninja 562
It was our
from?
guest.
He was our guest. You could not only tell by his accent, but also he told you that, and he also told you his real name. For the hint, his real name, first name, I don't remember the other 12 parts of it like they all have from there. But he was Molokai.
I think it's like Kamehameha.
Molokai, Kusea, Malaya, Haina, Haina, Lao.
Last name Kamehameha.
The Boogie Lao.
Boogie Dick Draga Pipeline Brada.
North side
Loco
of the
Moco
beach.
Spamaroni.
His Instagram name may suggest one thing, but I think we have a clear mention of where he's actually from.
Yes, 562-653-0707. We have a Blue Lab meter to give out tonight. Some Smart Pots, a full line of Mission Fertilizer, a quart of Purpinator, a couple other swag things in there, including shirts from Botanicare, Smart Pot koozie, a Smart Pot bottle opener. If you're in California, I guess we could send this out, right?
Yeah, brada.
More beans from the Coco Ninja 562.
More beans, less assholes. You're welcome.
Edit that out immediately.
You're welcome.
You fucking guy. Coming up with good shit. I just came up with that. I came up with that.
I heard you.
Write it down.
You're welcome.
All right.
You know,
See you tomorrow.
always buy from a Coco fucking ninja. Who gets me high? That's my Coco fucking ninja. We ain't growing outside, we some Coco fucking ninjas. Riding in my ride with some Coco fucking ninjas. My ninja, my ninja. My ninja, my ninja. Coco fucking ninja. My ninja, my ninja. My ninja, my ninja. A Coco fucking ninja. She's wheeled by my side, I'm a Coco fucking ninja. Youths just can't hide from this Coco fucking ninja. My meme set the price, I'm a Coco fucking Illuminati. Ninja. Growers paradise, I'm a Coco fucking ninja. My ninja, my ninja. Say it. My ninja, my ninja. A Coco fucking ninja. My ninja, my ninja. My ninja, my ninja. A Coco fucking ninja. My ninja, my ninja. My ninja, my ninja. A Coco fucking ninja. My ninja, my ninja. My ninja, my ninja. DFZ Radio.
DFZRadio.com.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Dilly Heavy Tea Grow Show. But dilly.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
That's Horty's Pimpin' 101.
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plant Tech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
DFCRadio.com.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad Junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right. Yeah.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Hey, guys, started early, huh?
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other...
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com. You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFCRadio.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
The next level of growing is here.
The growing revolution is here.
DFZRadio.com.
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 So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Don't you put that evil on me!
Heavy T.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Yo, it's BKJ on Team King, and you listening to DFZ Radio. What?
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend FanTech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, FanTech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the FanTech EC fan and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plant Tech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
Dilly Heavy T Grow Show. But dilly.
That was awesome.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Terpinator.
Did you say Terpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Terpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Terpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Terpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Terpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Terpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
DFZRadio.com.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy T's Grow Show. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I love it.
Hey,
every day.
Thank you for the birth.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right. Yeah.
Meow. Meow.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it. Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
Boom! Happy birthday!
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium-buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
Heavy Tea hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
Hey, what's up? Shout out to my man, DJ Saint, my brother.
Not getting good results from those compost CO2 makers? Dude, your mushroom bag just ate 3 of my plants. Introducing the GreenPad CO2 generator. The simple, economical, and effective way to add CO2 to your indoor garden. Just hang, spray, and walk away. It's that easy. Since I ditched my old mushroom bags and switched to the GreenPad CO2 generator, I couldn't be happier. I just hang, spray, and walk away. It's really that easy. I don't have to worry about any runaway spores contaminating my room or wondering if it's actually working. I just listen to the gentle sound the GreenPads make when they're wet, and I know it's working. Thanks, GreenPads! More effective than those organic CO2 bags, the GreenPad CO2 generator will help increase the CO2 level in your indoor garden safely and easily. Just find a spot high in your garden, hang the pad with the specially designed hangers, spray the GreenPad with water, and that's it. Just hang, spray, and walk away. Adding CO2 to your indoor garden has never been easier. The GreenPad CO2 generator, available at finer hydroponic shops or online at thegreenpadstore.com. That's thegreenpadstore.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
That was awesome.
You are listening to Heavy Tea's Grow Show on DFZ Radio Network.
DFZRadio.com.
Halloween is tomorrow. You gotta watch out for those THC candies out there.
Fuck yeah.
They handing them out.
Let me get one.
Because the people have so much disposable income now. They're just like, yeah, let me waste my weed and my earnings on some candy.
Prop 64.
CBDs.
They passed Prop 64, and now people have so much free, awesome edibles, they're just giving them to kids.
Shout out to the chef for dressing up tonight. He was the fat Thor from the Avengers movie. What was it? You're a weird
Endgame.
comic. Endgame.
I'm a weird comic book guy, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, I
you
thought
like
he
Star
was Anna
Wars.
Nicole Smith.
You like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Those are
Okay.
novels.
Okay.
Those are novels.
Okay. Graphic novels, buddy. Graphic novels, buddy.
Both of you can fucking censor each other in your.
No, I'm not even. You're just trying to.
Can I finish my sentence?
No. Because you're trying to talk
Will
shit.
you finish your sentence so we can get the fuck out
The
of here?
Thor.
already?
Thank you, chef. He left, but also for Saint over there dressing up like Count Dracula.
Every day.
I want to suck your blood.
I went to the doctor, but all he did was suck my blood. So stay away from Dr. Acula. That's a Mitch Hedberg. That's a Mitch Hedberg comedy.
That was some Monty Python
That
right
shit
there.
is fucking hilarious. All right. Escúcheme, amigos. ¿Están? Fiesta seats coming next week.
For Le Grand Prize giveaway.
Fiesta Novelties coming next week. ¿Están? It's big time, by the way. It's big time.
It's big time.
It's time for the grand prize. Holy Chris. Palabra.
What state in the great United States of America
Mucho United States
is Coco Ninja from, a.k.a. Turtle?
Coco Ninja 562. 4 out of 6 people think they got it. So 1 through 4. Dutch Master, you pick it.
3. I think I always pick 3.
I don't know. Eric in Orange County.
Oh, shit.
No shit. He's like, fuck, I didn't think I'd get through, dude.
You won't.
Shout out to BMC and also Free the Rasta.
Free the Rasta. I don't
Yeah.
even know what that means.
What's that mean?
That's the meme lord who's in jail for cultivation and manufacturing in Prop 64, so fuck
him.
that shit.
Well, that's a bullshit.
Oh, that
on.
might be, what's his name?
We need to talk more on this subject, Eric. You need to send us an email.
Oh, dude, yeah, we will. I will DM you.
Perfect.
All right, but nonetheless, it's the end of the show. It's time for the grand prize question. The grand prize answer, which the question is, Horty Chris, one more time.
What great state of the United States is Cali Coco Ninja Bud, whatever the fuck his name is, Coco Ninja 562? What state is he from, brother?
He said he paddled over to Catalina, so I'm thinking he paddled over from Hawaii. I mean, I don't know anywhere there's Howleys.
Hey.
Other than there.
Brother,
There it
you
is.
kind of got the story incorrect, but you got the answer correct.
Yes, that's right. You did get it from the great state.
However you get to the
of-
answer, I guess
And
it
how
don't
Coco
matter.
Ninja would say it, Hawaii. Hawaii.
He was kite surfing while he was over here
Yeah.
in California
We have-
and ended up on Catalina.
Seal Beach has some of the best kite
My
surfing.
stone dash it's already paddled over.
Hey, doesn't matter if he paddled, skittled,
I think
gaddled,
DMC
fiddle,
might have
faddled.
said that.
He, in fact, is from Hawaii, brother.
Yeah, he's the really big bra from the really big state of Hawaii. And also, he has the Strandivars that you need. Go to Coco_Ninja562 to learn more about it. But you get a Blue Lab meter, a pH pin that is $125 value. I'm also sending you some smart pots, some mission fertilizer, a complete swag pack, including nutrients, additives, T-shirts, stickers, and all kinds of stuff going directly out to you in Orange County.
Grower's boner right now.
There you go, man. There's nothing worse than a loner Grower's boner.
And the owner of a lonely boner.
Right?
Owner of a lonely boner, much worse than owner of a broken boner.
He's a grower, not a shower. But
What is the little background? What is that? What do they say? That would be great.
Owner
got it.
of a No, it's owner of a broken boner, much worse than owner of a lonely boner.
There it was. Part of that
But
creative
anyways,
process.
you got hooked up, man.
You guys are
Congratulations.
fucking
Thanks for listening to the entire show. What size shirt do you wear?
I'm a medium, but I can wear. I'm getting fat, so you can send me a large
You're
or
a
an
medium.
extra large. Well, fuck it.
Medium, a large, an extra large, some whole milk, and a weight bench, all going
Yeah.
out to you. A Black Market
Nice.
Cultivator shirt. You're going to bulk up, brother, and before you know it, you are going to have problems.
And you're going to wash that shirt in hot water and dry it on cotton sturdy for an extended time.
You know my wife. Here we go. She is the owner of a broken boner. Okay. Hey, brah. Oh, fuck.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grower knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy T's Grow Show!
Yeah, you had to cut him off.
Yeah.
Well, at least you won the prize.
You totally ruined the soundbite.
Right?
Come on.
I didn't ruin shit. It's Heavy T's Grow
That's
Show.
right. He made it perfect.
It was precisely how it should be.
It was megalomaniac.
Just remember, it was your privilege to be here.
I'm here by invitation only. So.
I'm talking to the listeners.
You get invited to come here?
Yeah. Hey, next week
If you
we're
don't-
doing it
if
again.
you say no, then you'll get
We're
bagged.
doing it again. We're gonna have the recap up, and of course, thank you to Coco Ninja. Thank you to Black Market Cultivators. Thank you to the Hydroponic Chef. Thank you to Dutch Master. Thank you to Chris at Horty Control. The Saint 562. Check out his music. It's now available on the Bootleg Spotify.
Spotify and bootleg.
The Bootleg Spotify.
What's it called?
What's that?
I think it's called
Bootify.
Bootify.
Booftify.
it's called Chick Lance and Mixtapes.
And on a somber note, not to end it with a negative, but rest in peace to Lilia. You go, girl.
All right. I didn't even know. We'll talk about it off the air,
Yeah.
I guess. But other
Lilia
than that,
Mendoza, we out.
we out.